Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mediak, and we finally have all of the members of the podcast. Woo! For the first time since us doing the How to Train Your Dragon movies, we have everyone here. Chandler, Cassie, Skylar, Austin, and Zach. Everyone is here today. As usual, stay tuned to after the review if you want to hear some movie-related news and then other stuff that we've been watching, playing, etc. Other stuff than that. And some of you guys might be thinking, Mediak crew, Zach, did you guys review this movie already? And my answer is, yeah, kinda, in a way. So I'm gonna throw it over to Cassie. Give us a review of this, because you should be pretty good at it because you've done it before. You know.
A review or a summary?
Oh, summary. Sorry, my bad. Summary. Yeah. My bad.
See, here's the thing though, Zach. You know, we haven't heard a Zach summary in like 3 weeks here. I think it's only fair if I bounce it back to you.
We also haven't heard a Skylar summary too, technically. I reviewed... Wait, Skylar, did you do any of the avatars? Hey! It looks like it's Skylar's turn to do the review.
Hey, I was not brought into this conversation. Cassie said you.
I know, and I'm rebounding because my first one didn't work. I'm throwing it over. Take it away.
Cassie, take it away.
We're not just gonna keep throwing it around.
I don't know. I think it's your turn, Skylar.
I think we should all vote on Skylar now. It has been a while since we've had a classic, good old Skylar review of a movie.
All right.
Let's hear it, Pookie.
So the live action of the How to Train Your Dragon basically encompasses all of the same details as How to Train Your Dragon, the original, from the beginning, but it throws in some more like background and more like, I don't want to say world building aspect, but you kind of learn a little bit more about like how certain characters interact with each other, a little bit more into some of the characters, like, I don't want to say personality, but you really see more of their character in this. So, you know, we start off with seeing the village, and then, wow, I'm only remembering the battle scenes at the moment.
Well, that's basically what happens in the beginning. It's a battle sequence.
Yeah. Yeah, so he explains the dragons. They have a lovely narration at the beginning and the end. And then we go through regular story of How to Train Your Dragon. We see more stoic lines, more gobber lines. The side characters are fleshed out a little more with a little more conversation, and they have more personality in this through the training arcs. We see Hiccup invent a weapon, which I don't think was in the... No, it was. We get to see Hiccup capture Toothless with his double.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a double barrel this time. I don't think it was a double barrel in the first one.
Okay, that's what I was confused about, and I was like, well, we had to catch him, so I figured.
Yeah. No, I think they just were like, we should double the odds a bit here.
Yeah. Explains it. Gets Toothless. Frees Toothless. Comes back, is still like worried about it, gets signed up for the training, is starting to befriend Toothless. He goes through the trainings and he's doing all the same tricks from the original one, and then he wins the trials and he's supposed to kill the dragon, and they do the same like getaway where Zach said, "No, Toothless, you need to get away." And then he doesn't, and they both get captured. Then they use Toothless to go find the dragon's nest. Doesn't end well as in the animated one. The people from the training all get their own dragons, fly in, capture. Toothless saves Hiccup. They come back. Hiccup is missing the bottom, which in this one it looks like from his knee down, and the other one it looked like his ankle down. So I don't know if that's the same or not. In this one, it kind of gave me the vibe of knee down. I don't know if anybody else got that.
I couldn't tell. To be real.
Wow, you didn't pay attention.
Well, no, like I need to. Okay, I have like the smallest nitpick to the prosthetics in this movie. For some reason, they just didn't like vibe right with me. Like his leg and
They
Gobber's
chopped off
arm.
too much of the body parts.
Yeah,
man.
dude,
It's the
Gobber's
same
arm
thing
was
with
like all
Gobber
the way
and
up here, and it looked so weird.
They just left Gobber needed to be like part of the forearm and hand, and that chopped off, but they just cut it off all the way to the elbow.
Yeah, and
it's the same
something
thing with
about it
Hiccup.
just looks so weird, and I just didn't like it. Like, it wasn't that the CG. Sorry, go ahead, Scott. Keep going. Finish up your shit.
And then we come back. Hiccup wakes up. He sees dragons in the village. We find out this time that his dad rode back on a dragon, which I don't think was that stated in the original one.
That was.
I don't think it was.
I'm pretty sure. What?
No, I don't think
Gobber
it was.
said that
I
all
think
the
it was-
boats were destroyed. I'm pretty sure in the
Maybe.
original one.
Yeah, the boats were gone. If it had to fly back.
I'm also pretty sure Gobber
Well,
was the
yeah,
one that
but
said it in the
I didn't
original
think it
one.
was
I
mentioned.
could be wrong though.
Yeah, I don't think it was
maybe
mentioned.
that was it.
I don't know, but and there are dragons all through the village, and then the movie ends with another narration. It feels kind of weird explaining a movie as the exact same other movie, but
Yeah.
it kind of is.
Dude, no, that was great. I mean, for going into the podcast thinking that Cassie was going to be doing the summary, and then we throw it over to you, you did a fantastic job. Especially since like it's just hard to do the recap for this one specifically because you're just going to essentially say the exact same thing as 3 weeks ago, but there's like 4 extra scenes, and some scenes are slightly changed a little bit, and that's kind of it. That's this movie. I like. This is gonna sound so stupid, and I apologize deeply for saying it this way, but like I don't. It's gonna sound like I'm a Debbie Downer loser, poo poo head, and I'm sorry about that. But like I don't have any positives to say about this movie. Like I have one thing to say, but everything I like about this movie is because of the original one. The only thing that's original to this movie is I think that the CG looks really good in parts, and also I think that the redesign of the 2-headed one is like way better than the original one. I think it's super cool looking. I really like it.
Agreed.
Yeah. It has like smaller heads and it looks more like snake-like. I just think it fits more like a dragon. But the blue one, they shrunk my blue boy's head. Dude, the blue one, the Astra's dragon, big ol' head in the original one. And he has a tiny little head in this one. I don't like it.
Can we talk about the design of the dragons?
Yeah.
Like overall, I think
They
I
went
was
too
I was
real.
very strongly opinionated. I think most of them look too real, and Toothless looks too fake. I think they either needed to make Toothless's eyes smaller or everyone else's eyes bigger, and I'm on the side of the latter personally.
I think they should look a little unrealistic.
Yeah. Before watching this movie for the first time yesterday, I'd only seen what Toothless looks like in live action, and I liked it. So I was kind of expecting all the other dragons to kind of look like that for the most part. And I think the biggest one that made me be like, I don't know if I like this, was whenever we saw the one that catches on fire. Because that one in the original one, big ol' eyes, massive eyes in the original one, but you can't like even see them at all in this. And I was like, I don't know if I like that. Yeah, baby eyes. Because like it's definitely more realistic for what like this kind of dragon would look like, and it definitely looks cooler. Like that would look better in Game of Thrones, but I don't know if I like that because Toothless looks like a little kitty cat.
They need to be cute.
Yeah, all of the dragons were like little kitty cats or little doggies in the original one, and they weren't like that in this. Yeah.
There's one thing I want to call back to because I remember whenever we were talking about, I think the original one, Cassie warned us that Toothless is more like a dog in this one than a cat in the animated one. And I was going through the entire thing going, Cassie's nuts. This is straight up a cat. Until like halfway through, I was like, damn. Yeah, this is a dog.
I wasn't thinking about it. I kind of forgot. Gonna be so for real. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna toss it over to Cassie though, because I don't think Cassie. Have you said a single word on the podcast so far?
Oh yeah, she definitely threw it my way to do the
summary. Oh right, I forgot about that. Yeah, you have said words. Okay, I was gonna say I feel bad because she hasn't said anything. Stay positive. I know you like this one.
I do. Yeah. I don't have anything that I dislike. I'm gonna be honest. My list is all positives. I really liked the casting in this movie. I thought they casted Hiccup perfectly. And Stoic too. They got the same. What's his name?
Yeah,
Gerard Butler, right?
Yeah.
was
I think
close.
Gerard Butler is a great casting, and I do think that the casts were good. I think that the parts that I don't like about certain characters were the fact that they really tried very hard to do like that one-to-one recreation thing, and some lines just don't really work out that well whenever they're live action instead of animated. And it was kind of like, yes, the casting for I should have led with this. The casting for Hiccup was great. I loved him. I don't remember his name.
You don't like it?
He's too cool. I know that's what
like
I
had a note. I was like, Hiccup should not have that jawline. Like, what are we talking about? he's like a great actor, and he played him fantastically. And he does kind of look like the animated version of Hiccup, but relative to the other people, he's too tall. He looks too like athletic. And it looks like he's trying to be wimpier than he is, because he has to be.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He was great, but I needed him to be a little bit more like of a runt, personally.
You weren't here for this, Austin, but we were talking about how like we couldn't understand how the other kids weren't being bullied and Hiccup was. And I think that's like tripled in this movie. Like Hiccup should be the cool kid. Like he's sexy. Like, oh wow, I shouldn't say that. He's probably like 17. I shouldn't say that. I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. I take that back.
You're like 15 in this movie.
No, I'm talking about the actual actor. Okay, no. Okay, I know. Damn it, that's gonna be clipped. Fuck. It doesn't matter. Yeah, big time. That's clipped. But I meant like comparative to the other people. Like he should be the cool kid. Like looking at the other kids there, like they're lame and stupid and like Redditors. Like he should be the cool one. It doesn't make any sense. Wait, what?
I need to know what you guys thought about fish legs.
Dude, okay, no, hold it. I'm going to be talking about fish legs later in this podcast. I just want you guys to know that. Okay? So we're not going to talk about fish legs right now. Go ahead, Scott.
Wait, are we on positives or negatives?
We're on the cast, I think. I think that's just...
Chandler, say a positive. You haven't talked in a minute.
I don't know if I want to say a positive. It's really like just like the first movie. There's all the positives I said then are pretty much here.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to the dragons. I was waiting patiently. Maybe just derailed. No worries. I just know that like it's hard for you guys to pick up on my microphone, so I sometimes wait until a prime opportunity.
You should just... or like me and Skylar sometimes raise our hand like we're in school.
I didn't mind the dragon's designs, like the eyes not being small enough, I guess, because they were like I was only caring about Toothless, and I thought his was a lot more cartoony-er than the other dragons, but I don't think his eyes were cartoony enough. They needed to be more like Pusses from Puss in Boots. Like I need some more
like emotive,
more pupil than eyeball. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think what me and Austin were saying was not that the designs were bad, was that they don't connect within each other. Like the Toothless design doesn't fit with the Natter design, and the Natter design doesn't fit with the Toothless design, you know?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. No, I'm not like picking on that, so to speak, just the fact that I was having Sonic vibes. That makes sense. You know how they rewrote Sonic?
Mm-hmm.
Or redesigned him, because I kind of saw that with Toothless. Like I wish they would have redone his face a little bit, just a little bit.
I feel that with his teeth.
Mainly
like I hated the scene where they were like, oh, Toothless, I thought you had teeth. They did it terribly in this. They had him like slowly come in instead of that like shing thing that they do in the original one. Like I hated that because like his reaction wasn't real because the teeth he watched the teeth slowly come in, and two, it's just gross, dude. Like, I don't want to see that. That's yucky, dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Scott. Say.
This is gonna be weird. I feel like they should have been a little sharper. If it's like going for a realistic dragon, I feel like they should have been sharper.
Okay.
It's like animated. It's like fine. The round is like supposed to be. This one, Like I feel like every other dragons with this were like insanely sharp, except for Toothless,
Yeah.
which is fine. That's like his character. But if they were really going for like, okay, this is a straight up dragon that like, if they were real, you would think this is a dragon. I think they should
Remember
have had a
when we
little
were
edge.
supposed to have the positive
I think-
section first?
I wonder though, like, I don't really like
Yes.
dive too deep into this, Scott, but I feel like your teeth has everything to say about your diet, and he didn't really like kill the animals on the island. He was just there to cause chaos.
Yeah.
He never took that. Like, I think they even say that. Like,
It's a
Night Fury's
carnivore, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
we're
it's-
carnivores
I mean,
though.
like,
We don't
fish.
have like
It's gonna be
super sharp
fish.
teeth.
We're omnivores.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
well,
Never mind.
Who knows though?
I've only seen him
Boom.
swallow fish raw, like completely whole. He's never chewed it.
That's another good point. He does just
Yeah.
gulp it like noodles. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
take that omnivore.
Do you think Toothless has eaten a person before?
Huh?
No,
He's eaten what
he
now?
doesn't have
Has
to.
Toothless-
No,
What? I didn't
don't
hear it.
think
What's
he's
the
the
question?
chompers
Tell me the
for it.
question.
Yeah, I don't know the
Oh,
question.
Cassie got it. Sorry, I thought the rest would you in. Has Toothless eaten a person before?
Totally. Yeah. All of them have.
Yeah,
100%.
No way. No way.
At least
They've
one.
been-
you
'cause
guys have
he's
no
known-
faith in my boy.
Toothless was like
He's not- I
15
don't
years
think he would
old,
do
so that
that.
means he's been fighting for
What if
like
he's a
at least 14
pescatarian?
years.
We only see him eat fish.
Yeah,
We've seen
but
him, like,
he's
fight,
called the
though, like-
reincarnation of death.
Yeah, I mean, I
No, surely
don't
not.
know.
That's my
Toothless.
dog.
He's
We
killed
would
people,
never.
though. You'll agree he's killed people, right?
Maybe on accident.
Hmm.
On
Kill
accident.
He never misses.
He is the thing
He's
he's
a
known
pacifist,
for
too.
is hitting his target. That's like what he's known for. I mean,
Well, he's not
he
trying
is
to kill
cute.
someone.
Though.
He's just trying to like break their
He is cute. Though.
weapon
Spirit.
or whatever.
He's
trying to
very
break
cute.
Like,
his spirit.
you guys are trying to make Toothless be this evil little guy.
We're not making him evil.
That
He's an
defeats
animal.
the whole movie.
When people are attacked, they fight back. I'm not saying that it was bad that he killed them or bad that he ate those people. Just was the situation he was in. He probably did it.
Now we're just lying on Toothless's name.
The killing thing, I'm not lying.
Toothless is
The
murder
eating,
by
I definitely
self-defense.
am. I'm definitely lying
He
about
could have
the
killed
eating.
Hiccup, and he didn't. That's like the whole point of the movie. I don't understand
That's
why
true.
we're
Hiccup
having this
didn't
conversation.
But like Hiccup didn't try to kill Toothless, and I think that's what like.
He
brought
also
about
blew up an entire
him
catapult
kind of
at
He
the
tried
very
to kill
beginning of the movie.
Stoic at the end of this movie. My point is not valid
Yeah.
anymore.
Also,
I
the
forgot
very
about that.
first
Kind of sentiment.
the very first scene of Toothless is him blowing up a catapult that's like manned by 10 people. So like,
They were fine. He wasn't aiming for the people. He was
Yeah,
aiming for the
he-
catapult.
dude, that's
Right.
Zack Snyder's approach to Batman right there, bro. No, he shot at the car and the car blew up. He didn't kill them. It's okay.
Okay,
It's
wait, I have a
different.
question for you guys when
Yeah,
we're
we-
still on dragon
Need some
design.
positives.
So back in May, I went to Universal and they had like Epic Universe and How to Train Your Dragon Land, and they had like this Toothless animatronic, and that's what he looked like. Do you guys like that design of like
That's
a
better.
live action
It's
Toothless
better. Its
That's
eyes
better.
are closer together. I think
like
it
that
looks
more.
better from
I
the
like that
front,
way
for
more.
sure.
I don't. Chandler,
See, but
are you on my side?
No, sorry, Sky. That looked far more cartoonier than what we got.
It looked way better in my opinion.
Wait,
because I feel like if they went with that design, they would
They-
have to, like you guys were saying, redo all the other dragons. So you would.
I think
Yeah.
they should. I think that's the route they should have gone.
Well, I mean,
did I answer incorrectly? What was the opinion you guys had? That the one from the movie looked better?
I liked it. No,
Wait,
I
the
like the
movie or
I
the
like the
animatronic
picture.
looks
I like
better?
the picture that Cassie showed. I like
Yeah,
that more.
Cassie showed.
Animatronic movie.
I don't think
it's like
either are
movie
bad. I just would
animatronic.
prefer the other one. Again, not that it matters. The second the movie ended, G was like, "Are they making another one?" And I went, "Ha, no, they're not."
Are they not?
Dude, this made
Yeah, they
so
are.
no. This movie
feel
cost
like-
They're
230
100%
million.
making another one.
They're totally not. It did not make its money back.
They cast the mom already. I've seen casting news for it.
All right, so Cassie, talk about a positive. Give me a second here.
Wait, no, I'm googling.
No, I was
Another
doing
one.
it.
I saw that they kept the voice actor for Velka, whatever your name. How do you say her name? But
Okay.
The
the
AI thing
same.
said something, but that doesn't mean anything at all.
I'll say something. So I feel like I remember I brought up how sketchy the one scene was where they had Astrid.
Yeah.
Like
I'm so
stories
happy you
above the
said that,
ground
Chandler.
on the
I was so
tree.
excited for you when
Yes.
that happened in the
This
movie,
time
bro.
They changed it to a cliff.
Yeah,
Far worse. That's
so much worse, bro.
worse.
Dude,
They didn't even put it on
Scary.
top of
What
the
were they
cliff,
thinking?
man.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, holy! Think she's good at climbing rocks. Holy cow!
Dude, I stood up and I was like,
That
oh
was
my
so
god,
sketch.
Chandler's gonna have a field day with that. I was so happy about it. I was like,
Yeah,
how
that
did
was
they make
insane.
it
the Ted
worse?
Lasso guy.
What is that?
There's a
pretty
Ted Lasso
tame.
guy playing Eret as for the second one.
Interesting. Phil Dunster, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Do we have a
And Kate
date on that
Blanchett.
yet?
Interesting. The movie didn't. I mean, it made a decent amount of money, like comparatively to like other movies, but not with its budget.
2027?
It had to have only made like $10 million total from like marketing and then also its actual budget. So DreamWorks must just be like, you know what, we're just gonna go the whole way. Why not? Which
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, sorry, Zach, go
no,
ahead.
you're good. I was gonna say like they kind of ruined it a little bit by like having the Burke be more important in this version of it than it was in the original one. Because like they wait, what was that look, Austin?
How much money did you say it made?
It didn't make like 450 or something like that.
636 million worldwide.
Then it probably made like
That's a
two.
lot. Like that's a fair. Like it's not like
Making
breaking a billion.
Well, no,
but
that's
successful.
That's making $200 million, which is a lot of money, but that's not like usual franchise amount of money for big studios, you know? If a Marvel movie made $200 million, that franchise is canceled. Like that is not moving forward in the slightest. That's what happened with
second movie-
Thunderbolts.
I feel like you're comparing two very different things.
I don't know though.
DreamWorks,
Yeah.
Second movie
Marvel.
No, not
Marvel's
really.
like a beast.
No, I disagree because if you're looking at the cost of both of these movies, it costs like $200 million to make this movie, which is as much as it does to make a Marvel
That
movie.
means it made 400 million.
Wait, no,
I'm
you
joking.
double it for marketing. That's how
I know
it works.
marketing and stuff. Yeah, I know.
So it only made like $200 million. Well, I mean, and again, it's a lot of money, but like that's enough money to make the next one, and there's going to be diminishing returns, I would assume, from that.
Yeah.
So I just if I should have looked into it before boldly claiming that they're not going to, because like as a CEO, like from that mindset of what like the bad CEOs would, it's just not a good financial move because you're not going to make your money back on the second one, you know. They're definitely not making a third one. I'm going to say with a proud chest. I should say at
All
least.
to Netflix. It's all to Netflix, right?
Yeah, tell it to Netflix. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Cassie, say a positive about this
it
movie.
gave
We're
me
ragging
those
on it.
vibes.
This one? Yeah, it did give me those vibes actually. Better CG, but it did give me Netflix vibes. It gave me like Netflix Death Note vibes.
Okay. I mean, it seemed like you guys didn't like this as much as I did, but I kind of liked that it was almost a one-to-one recreation of the original. Like, I really appreciated that.
So
It's
like
as good as it can be.
yeah, I'd say I don't even agree with that because the stuff that they added I didn't like. I really didn't like any of the new scenes. I thought that it made the movie a little bit worse. And also like sometimes the one for one stuff made me like be like, oh dude, they really should have changed that. Like
For the jokes, I think so.
totally.
Yeah.
Dude, the jokes sucked in this movie. The biggest one that I noticed that made me be, like actually have like from tailbone all the way up to neck cringe was at the beginning whenever they just had that big battle and they made the joke about everyone in the village being fat. And I was like, ooh, dude, that does not come across very well
With
with
something.
real people, bro. Like, this is a very serious situation where people did die because of your actions. You can't be making that joke right now. Like, that was so cringe to me. I felt secondhand embarrassment on another scale. I was like, oh, that did not play across well. Sorry. First taking that from you. Did you have another example? Austin?
We should give the movie some credit.
What?
Or Austin, you gonna say something?
Yeah, it was you that brought up
I-
the jokes not fitting well, and I stole it from you. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that was the comment. Comment
okay.
done
Okay,
finished.
Wait,
Good.
did they beat the dead horse as like with the whole joke with Hiccup being like all of this? I don't remember
That
them
was in the
beating that
original.
horse as much in the no, I know it was in the original, but like as much because I swear to God, like every other scene they were making like one of those jokes, and
They
it was
did,
kind of
yeah.
getting
That too.
annoying by the end. Like I feel like they did it maybe like twice in the original. There was at least like 4 or 5 times in this movie. It felt like
I counted 3 times each, but I might have miscounted this time around. But I know for a fact
think
they
it was
did it
also-
3 times in the first
I
one.
feel like it felt like more to me. I don't know. Maybe I just
feel like it
wasn't
was
It didn't
paying
make
attention.
sense with this though. Like it's because of the casting, it made it. I don't know. That joke didn't come across because he was as tall and built fairly similar to everyone else that was there, kid wise.
And he had. Sorry, this is such a
Zach.
stupid. This is such a. I'm sorry, Cassie. I have to. I can't. This is the first note I took, and it was like I like paused the movie whenever I saw it. And it was not even like a minute into the movie. It was the second we saw our main character. I said, "What the fuck? Hiccup has a hoodie. Why? Why does Hiccup have a hoodie? Why did they give him a hoodie in the design? There's no reason." Yeah, Skylar, go ahead.
Chan had a comment like a couple
Oh yeah,
minutes
go
ago.
ahead, Chandler. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Oh, I was just gonna give the movie credit for doing what no
Someone
other
else
live
do.
adaptation would do, and that's like follow the source material. I know like that has its flaws because it's literally just the same thing, but it might look more realistic.
Made by the
and
same
that's like
people, so it makes sense.
yeah, well, even then, sometimes like if they don't have like the original person, like they do with One Piece and the live action remake, sometimes they could still fall off. But this one was pretty good, pretty 1-to-1.
No,
So
I
it's
was
good
saying
for
they
that, but
did have the original people. Like Chris Sanders was a part
yeah,
of
yeah,
this.
okay, so that does help. I guess that
Okay,
helps a
yeah.
lot, but not many do that.
Yeah, no.
Even some of the good live action remakes, like Cinderella, is kind of good, but some of those other ones are just bunts because they like go in their own direction sometimes. But I don't know, like you're saying, some of those jokes, it's a little cringy at times, or just like the acting is like it's like it's okay to be animated, but not live action. Like we can't have the same scenes. Like I can give one example. What's the dude with like the prosthetics? I'm pretty his
Gobber.
name. Gobber. When he and Hiccup are like talking initially, he's like, boy, you ought to not do that. You don't know what I'm capable of, or
Dude,
whatever.
that
After they
sucked. Yeah, that was a bad
like
one.
yeah, it just yeah, it did not hit like it did in the movie, the
Yeah.
original whatsoever.
Yeah.
Um,
It just was
But
because
yeah,
they were
other than
trying
that-
Talk about
so
Gobber.
hard. Yeah, I like Nick Frost. I think he did the best he could for that. But I also feel like this is something I felt like in the original too, that he's like the only one that has an accent, And I wish the other ones had more of an accent too. That was something in this movie
I think
that
I
jotted
agree.
that I jotted down that I was like, why didn't that happen? Like they're Vikings.
Mm.
But I don't know. In this
But
one,
he had a Scottish accent in the original and then an English accent here. And for me, that just made his character so much less funny.
yeah, it
I
did,
don't know
yeah.
why,
Yeah.
but it really affected his character for me.
I thought, yeah, I didn't think he was funny, but I felt like he played the like physical role.
Yeah, no,
like
I think
he
the actors, same thing for everyone. I think that all of the actors and actresses did fantastic as the characters. I think sometimes just like parts about them just didn't translate.
I don't like any of the side characters. I think they're terrible. Like all of the
I thought Astrid was phenomenal though.
Astrid
I will say
Astrid
that.
was good. There was
Mhm.
okay. I'll talk about a scene later, but
she was pretty brutal. I felt like she was mean.
Yeah,
that was the scene I was gonna say, bro. I'll
I'm sorry.
hold it. I'm gonna talk about that later. But the
Hold
other
it.
ones, the other 4 were horrible. I couldn't stand any of the scenes that they were in, except for one. But I'll also talk about that later. Cassie, positives, please. We need more. We need more positivity. Bring it up.
Guys, I'm kind of running out.
No. Yeah.
I can't be the only one who had
No,
something
I have
positive.
Skylar, go, yeah.
So I like.
I have
Is this-
one
is this
positive. I'm
really a
saving it for
positive?
my funniest scene, though.
I immediately thought of like something that I did like about it, but it directly connects to something I didn't like.
Do it. Yeah, that's a good transition if Cassie doesn't have anything left.
Okay,
positive.
yes. If you don't have anything else, I have a transition point. Or
Yeah,
Chan, you
you're
have
good.
anything else?
Go for it.
I was gonna say the music was really good. It's
Yeah, but-
phenomenal.
So-
I know it's
I
the same
said that
music,
about
but
the
it,
first one.
Yeah. One thing I want to
How
say about
cool
this
it
is listening to the first soundtrack again made me realize how much better the first soundtrack is than the second and the third movie. And I think it's because of bagpipes. Because they use bagpipes in this movie and they did not in the second or third movie. And it really like elevates the score to the nth degree. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you hear it? Do you hear the
I think
bagpipes
I did.
now?
Yeah.
Like an
It's so
ominous
good.
vibe that it adds, but I also think that you can't have that in the second and third
You're right.
movie. You know,
You're right. Maybe during the bad guy scenes, but like
Why
it's
not?
those scores are
Maybe.
so tough. Like that scene of Toothless like standing up in front of Hiccup and it has the bagpipes playing over him. I'm like, oh dude, that gets me going. Live action animated, no matter what. That shit is tough. I like that. It's good. The music is so good in this movie. I love it. Sorry, go ahead, Skylar, with your transition point.
Okay. So I think I like that they fleshed out the side characters more. I like the idea of them fleshing out the side characters more. I think they did it horribly,
Yeah.
but I like that they did, because if it wasn't done horribly and it was like consistent with the quality of the first one, I think I would have cared for the side characters significantly more. Significantly
Yeah.
more. Like not just like the 4 other ones aside from like I definitely would have cared for Hiccup, Astrid, Toothless. I probably would have cared for his dad more, because I think he actually had more like good dad moments in this one than the original. And I still don't think he's a good dad, but he was a better dad in this one than the original.
They mentioned the mom.
But I would have cared for the 4 other trainees more too, if they just weren't horrible in this. And it was like they were all the same character, and it was weird because there was one that was like just deeply in love with Astrid, but he was like kind of serious unless he was talking to Astrid. And in this movie, I felt like he was always goofy. His facial legs was always goofy, and then the like twins were also always goofy, and everybody was trying to quip like off of the other one. It was constant quips. So I didn't like that. Some of the quips were good, but like majority of them weren't. And I think it was because of what we were saying earlier, with some jokes just don't translate from animated to live action very well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was my positive into a negative. I like that they showed him more. I just think they did it bad. So like it kind of cancels out.
I think we should throw it over to Austin now, because he's been building up this entire time for a
Yeah, he's been
specific
cooking something.
character. Right?
What?
You've been watching the other 3 movies, eyeing a certain relationship between 2 characters that was heightened in this movie that I'm assuming you're gonna want to talk about a little bit.
Not really. I'm assuming you mean Hiccup and Astrid,
No,
like in this movie.
I meant Snot Loud and his
What?
dad. you were
Oh, yeah. Well, that's fair. I do want to have some comments on that, because that was one of the only things I heard going into this movie that they added on top of everything else. And they didn't really have anything. Like, it was just a very... I barely even can call it like a side plot. It was really just a couple comments from his dad, and it showed that his dad was slightly disappointed in him, and then he gave him like a pat on the back at the end.
It was so
Slightly?
forced too. It was
Slightly
so forced.
disappointed.
Don't talk to me in public.
I mean, I wasn't
I don't even know
hyped
if he
for
said
it.
anything. Yeah.
He said, "Don't talk to
Just
me in
looked at
public."
him.
That's the only thing he said to him at the beginning.
And then he left him one time,
Yeah.
and then like, he was heavily disappointed in him.
It was
Oh,
so
yeah,
forced,
yeah,
though.
I-
You know,
but-
like it felt
It
like
just
they were
didn't
trying to
have
make
any
it funny, but it
information.
wasn't.
Like,
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
It did not
Yeah,
really say why.
It was
anything.
it was
I-
more than what we got in the animated though.
That's what I was gonna say.
Why does that matter if it's bad? You know, like, oh yeah,
It
dude,
added
give me
a-
more slop. I wanted more of that. Dab, 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 you know.
if they added it as an actual part of the story or a character arc for Snotlout, then great. But it was just another thing to fill runtime. That
It was.
I don't get the addition.
But they didn't need to fill
Yeah.
runtime because the first movie was so perfectly paced. I just
Yeah.
Well, it has to be longer
Yeah,
in live action. That's the rules, Zach.
right. Of course.
Do you think you would have liked it more if the dad didn't come around at the end, and it was just kind of like his dad just doesn't like him, and they could have made, if for the supposed second or third that they might be making, like keep it as like a
You know what? Yeah.
franchise
Just
plot?
because it's so stupid that he even saw Snotlout on the dragon at the top with to have that revelation point. So like I would have preferred if he continued to think Snotlout was a disappointment after that final fight. It would have at least been interesting, you know?
I feel like
disagrees?
it's kind of a building a tower on a crater type of thing where you need a good base. And I think that's my issue, is that there wasn't any base for why he was upset. So I think carrying it on to another movie would have made it worse for me.
You know what? They trusted. I mean, they did what me and Skylar were saying. They started bullying the other kids instead of Hiccup, but like they still tried to make the other kids the cool kids in addition to bullying them, which made it feel weird. You
They
know?
didn't pick a side.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
didn't really
great way to
pick
say it. They didn't pick a side, but it also does make sense because the kids who do pick on other kids are the kids that do have bad like parental homes. However, they attempted to make that a joke in this movie, which it came across not funny and weird. But I don't know.
Cassie Chandler, any opinions on whether you think they would have been better if the dad just ignored him the entire movie or not?
Anything?
Can you?
I'd say, like, I don't think I agree with you guys. I don't think his addition was vital towards the story whatsoever. But I didn't mind it. Like, it just like made Snotlout that much like weirder to me or crazier, I guess. It did suck that he has daddy issues. Like unfortunately so. But
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys keep calling.
explain
Sorry.
his confusing personality and background, I guess, a little bit. But
All right, go ahead, Cass.
could have done without it. Yes.
So you guys, well, not everyone, but some people in here think Stoic is a really bad dad. Look at that guy. He sucks.
It's okay. He is really bad. I still think there's a scale of good dad, bad dad, and he is closer on the bad dad scale than the good dad
Like
scale.
Stoic's a
I think it's
4,
not even
while
saying he's
Snotlout's
a
dad's a
decent father,
0.
dads.
Skylar's
He's a
saying,
good dad.
No, he's not. No, he isn't. He
I think-
actually is.
I think
Tough love,
Skylar,
bro.
like if 5 is
It's
an
not tough
average,
love.
Skylar's saying that Stoic's like a 4, while Snotlout's dad is like a 1. You know, right? You're on the bad dad
Snotlout's dad
scale.
isn't a 1. There should be lower points on that
He's a
score.
Okay, Snotlout's dad is a 3 then. I don't know. I feel like Snotlout's dad is significantly worse than Hiccup's dad because he's at least
Yes.
trying while also
Yes.
taking care of the village. But like, I don't know. This is a dumb
In this
conversation.
movie,
What is this?
in this movie, Hiccup's dad, Stoic, is better of a father than in the original, but I still don't think he's good because it's still the same things. He still only wants his dad, he still only wants his son to do exactly what he wants, but in this one, he says it's to protect him, which is a reason, not a good reason, but it's a reason. And then in the
Also
other one,
just
he just
doesn't
straight up
know
ignores
no
him.
better.
And that still happens a lot in this one. And I still don't think it's good, but it's at least more justified in this one. He's like, oh, I was just like worried about you. And then there are multiple scenes where he's showing being worried.
I still think
Which
it makes sense in the
kinda
original
supports
and
them.
this one because like the only information he has about someone trying to be nice to dragons is his wife who got capped in his eyes. So like I think it makes sense that he wouldn't want Hiccup to do that. Or at least react.
So
to that
that's
Are
why
you
he
really
doesn't want
protecting
his
people?
son to try and attack dragons or
No.
connect with them in any way.
He was happy with it. He signed his son up to get him to go do dragons eventually.
After he got convinced by Gobber.
Yeah. But like it was because he didn't think that his son was strong enough or ready to go do it. And then Gobber
I
was
feel
like,
like it's
"Nah,
a
he's
conversation
goated."
he could have had with his son. Be like, hey, I see you really like dragons. I know you really want to be a warrior. I'm not sure you can be.
Yeah, but he's not a talking
it to me.
type. His whole shtick was that he beat his head against a rock until the rock broke. That's not a guy
But
that
the
can
whole
communicate.
big point was we can finally have a conversation now.
Yeah, about killing. Like that's not exactly a complicated conversation topic.
No, but neither is, hey, why do you want to be a warrior? Why do you think you can be a warrior? He just has to listen to that. He doesn't have to talk at all.
Yeah, but like that's just all he knows. So he just thinks that Hiccup can only do that. And he's like, "You're not ready because you can't fight." It doesn't matter. It's this. They're the same character in the original and in this one. So I just think that
For the most
he's
part,
a pretty
yeah.
decent dad, and you think he's not a decent dad. End of statement.
How's
He's
it-
slightly below average. I'll go with your 4. Your 4 makes sense. I'll roll with that.
Guys, how is protecting someone by putting them in a dangerous situation like protecting?
I'm not saying he was smart,
He
bro.
said he was trying to protect him by not letting him in those dangerous situations.
Well, like he wanted him to fight dragons. That's like
Yeah,
I thought he was good at it.
He's
Dragons,
Yeah.
but
Well, he wanted him
You
to fight
can't protect
dragons
him
once
from
he was
everything.
worthy. The entire shtick was that he didn't think he was worthy, and Gobber had to convince him into being worthy. He was being
Gobber also literally said you can't really like stop them from what they're doing. You can only prepare them, and he was doing no preparing work, so he was neither protecting nor preparing.
I'd say he was protecting.
So
by
he was
trying to
failing at both.
avoid.
So
He just doesn't know what a good protecting is.
I feel like he should. He's the leader of the village.
Yeah, but like they're Vikings. They don't have Google. They only have like so much information they can go off of.
Yeah. They don't have Google. I like that.
Hey, they don't have parenting books either.
Yeah, exactly. They literally
No, they
just
a dragon
have
book,
what
though.
they have
Yeah,
what they
those are
know.
dragons.
I think based off of the information of him being a Viking and knowing what he knows, he did a decent job. Like
So far, I've seen 0 like actual good dads in this story. So maybe Stoic is the best
Yeah.
one in the village.
They're Vikings, man. There's
Yeah.
not healthy masculinity
That's-
in the Viking era.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like I compared to the
Look
other
at me.
Vikings, he's great. He said, "I'm proud of you." No other Viking ever said that, except for Thor's. He's
Hey.
the only one.
The one I forget his name. We
Thor's.
said it like a ton. He's the one who ignored him the entire time. He came over to him at the end.
What?
He was the
what?
one
Not loud?
Viking.
It's not loud.
Yeah.
His
Yes.
dad?
Oh.
Yes. That
Yeah.
dad came over to him at the end.
Oh.
So
yeah.
similar to an "I'm proud of you" moment. He just didn't talk about it. That doesn't make him a good dad.
The only other note I have is the thing that I kind of brought up about Hiccup having a hoodie, and I think that's like one of the dumbest designs in the history of like adapting media, especially since they never actually like had him wear the hoodie. They just gave him a hoodie because
Why are
he's
you
15.
so upset about it?
Cause like that, like it's just such a stupid concept of a Viking having like a pullover hoodie. It's just so dumb. I don't like it.
Why?
Maybe he wants to be cozy.
Okay, that's a fine enough. I
Maybe he
didn't.
invented the hoodie.
He could have invented the hoodie.
It's
Then-
very possible.
Then I would have loved to have him. So like that was the first note I put down because I was like, he needs to wear it. It's a part of his character now. He needs to wear it, and he never wore it. He just has the hoodie the entire movie, and he never puts it on for no reason. I'm guessing it's because the actor just wanted to have a hoodie for whenever they were not filming the movie, but it's whatever. It's not the worst thing ever. Right? It's not my least favorite scene. Do we want to get into
fashion,
this?
bro.
He did want to have the latest fashion, I guess. Do we want to get into our triple, our favorite, least favorite, funniest?
Yeah. I think we should have
Sure.
Austin kick it off though.
Austin, go first.
I felt that coming for whatever reason. Okay,
Yeah.
so favorite. I get to steal this one first. I bet no one had this. The first flying scene. Yeah, I know. But I'm going to focus on a specific part of it because it is pretty much the exact same. But I thought the falling was a lot better in live action. It got at least me personally to feel more of a sense of danger because you could really see him flailing. And I mean, I don't know if I was personally falling in that situation, that would be absolutely terrifying. And it kind of shows Hiccup's resolve to stay composed in that situation. But yeah, I loved all of that except for the end bit where they didn't have Toothless do the fire and mess up his hair, and I was so frustrated.
I bet it's because they didn't
it's
know
so
how to do
important.
it. They couldn't think of a way to do it in a creative way, and they were like, "Well, we're just not going to do it."
Copy it. What are we talking about? Do the
know.
rest of what you did for the entire movie. Copy that shit.
No, I meant like to blow the
I-
hair back and make his hair like smoky.
fan with some ash or dust.
Put dust in it. Dust your actor. Dust
Pocket
the
sand
child
in
actor.
the
Pocket sand.
I feel like it's not that. I don't know.
No, I know.
I don't
I'm
think it's
joking.
that
I'm
hard,
making. I
personally.
was being stupid.
Worst. I wanted to focus on this for whatever reason, but I just didn't like Gobber through the entirety of this movie, and it's not because of the actor. It's just I miss the Scottish accent, and there's also a lot of other things that are too awful because they're all the same. Like,
I have two.
yeah, I don't know. Gobber for me that really took it out. Actor did a great job. Sorry to him, but I just need that accent. Funniest, what do I have on here? I think it was just the Hiccup eating fish scene. I thought the actor did a really good job at that one.
He actually ate something gross. Apparently.
I
He said that was
I
really
saw
weird.
him doing an interview about that. Yeah, I thought the acting was great there, and I think there were a lot fewer moments where Toothless was like a goofy little guy, which made me sad. But I thought that was one of them where he came across very emotive, and I liked that, and the actor did a great job. So, yeah, that was my funniest. So, I'll pass it on. That's about it.
Pass it on to Sue.
Do I popcorn?
Yeah.
Can we talk real quick
popcorn
about?
can.
Oh,
There we go.
perfect.
Yes, we can.
You were talking about him eating something real, like that was disgusting during that fish scene. Can
Yeah.
you talk more about that? What were you saying?
So he like apparently like obviously that wasn't a real fish, but like G watched the interview. I'm sorry, I didn't watch the interview. She told me about it.
I can't remember what it was, but
Yeah.
I remember he said he's like they replaced it with something better, but it was still really, really bad.
Yeah.
And
It was the texture that
I don't
said
remember
was,
what
like,
it
really
was.
bad or something.
It looked weird. It looked
yeah.
foamy or like
Well, I was
like cake.
I said something about it.
Is it real or is it fake, guys?
It's not the actual fish, but it's something. It's some actual food that he really swallowed. But like I at the end of the movie, I was like, nothing really impressed me acting wise in that movie except for that scene, because like when he put it in his mouth, like his lip quivered and he like actually looked like he was about to throw up, and I was like, wow, that's like actually really good acting right there. And it was because it was real, it wasn't acting. That makes sense. Yeah. All right, take it away, Chandler. Sorry.
I guess that helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same favorite scene was the fight scene. It was really cool.
Wait, which fight scene?
The falling though, I had like some
Oh,
issues
flight
with
scene.
because
Okay.
yeah, the flying scene, the first flight. I had some issues with the falling scene. I just thought it looked a little goofy at times, like the way he caught his cheat sheet. I was just he was just tumbling and twirling, and he was able to just snatch that, and he's falling faster than the sheet would be too. Like that thing's gonna be gliding. So
That's
I
a
thought
good
that was a
point.
little
I didn't
funny.
think of that.
I thought that was a little funny. But yeah, no, when it just like got quiet all of a sudden, it was a little eerie, a little scary almost as he's tumbling to his death. I did think it was cool and done better. Yeah. Yes, guy?
So, Chan, did you also not like whenever he did catch it, he eventually just threw it away anyway?
Yeah.
Did you not like
Well,
that
I mean,
event?
yeah, after all that effort, like you made it look so cool, you're not gonna use it. No, yeah.
I
that
like
in
the
movie,
lock-in
so.
scene in the original better though, because it's such a small thing. It's such a small thing, and I'm sorry for nitpicking. But in this one, whenever he threw the paper away, he went like that and like threw it behind him. While in the original, he just went like this and like dropped it and then kept going. And I was like, I kind of like that a little bit more.
It'd been funny if he got stuck on his face and he'd be like,
Yeah, that would have been
spit it out.
hilarious. Actually, I would have loved that. Sorry, Chandler, keep going.
But yeah,
Keep
no, that one's
interrupting
still
you.
so cool. That one's great. Least favorite, I'm gonna go back to Toothless's eyes. Like I just think it's a slight Sonic issue, and like maybe closing the gap or making the pupil a little larger. I don't know. Like they really went for making the dragons as realistic as it possible and not like teetering on too scary. I feel like so they're probably within their limits, but there's a little bit more to be acquired there. I guess that's all I'm saying. But in terms of funniest, I gotta go with whenever Stoic was punching that one red dragon. It's just like how are you doing that? I know he's a long snout, but I mean they timed it pretty well. I know it's like a green screen in the back or whatever. Maybe there is some
Shark Boy
object in front
syndrome.
of him, but it looked good. But at least there's no way. There's just no way, bro. Like I know he's like he's practically a demigod or whatever. He's superhuman strength, but I just thought that was funny.
I love him.
Yeah. So but that's all though. Yeah, for me. I do want to say, like, wait, I can popcorn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna popcorn. Do we all think we know what Sky's least favorite scene is?
Yes.
Yeah.
You all 100%
Yeah.
know.
All right. Do you want to elaborate, Sky?
Yeah, sure. I'll kick it off there. This one's actually a little different. Chan, you said I'm
Obvious.
Is it different?
observative. Is that a word?
Observant.
When did he say
Referring to my
that?
scenes, he says
Oh.
Chandler said that I don't like these scenes, but I sure do like recognize a lot about them.
Yes. Yeah.
So Chandler, this time I have one for you. This time, whenever they hit the eye, there wasn't the squishy sound, but they made water spurt out on the first,
Oh,
on only the
bro.
first contact. There was a water
How would you
spurt on
notice
the
that?
top
I
and the
didn't
bottom.
notice that. I was looking too.
How, bro? You hate those
Um,
scenes so much. Why are you paying that much attention?
You should
Oh, I
see,
did
bro.
this time. I did this time because you
You like to
mentioned
know
it
it's
last
coming
time. So
too,
no,
bro.
I just did it by accident. But yeah, I was like, so I was watching this movie with my dad, and then Lily was like casually walking in and out, and I was like, this is one of the parts she was in. I was like, I don't like this part. And then she was like, oh no, does somebody die? And I was like, no, it's worse. And then they hit his eye, and I was like,
It's worse.
Um,
You're
yeah,
right.
but it did not do the water like splash type thing for any of the other ones. But yeah, so that one is my least favorite because I didn't like that. But the hiccup like eating the fish scene was really close, not to being my least favorite because it's a bad scene, but being to my least favorite because it's like the actor's really good in it,
Yeah.
and it really made me think he was gonna throw up, and I did not like that. So it was almost there, but the eye scene is still, I don't like it, especially because that dragon's eyes looked pretty realistic too. Like that was a fairly realistic looking dragon, so it kind of made it a little worse.
Some
So
Jared
yeah,
Leto
Chandler,
method
you were
acting.
I didn't hear either
Sorry,
of those.
so did I could go through? I said that was some Jared Leto method acting. Eating that fish.
Yeah. Because it was real. It wasn't acting. Good
yeah,
stuff.
Chandler, but you were correct. That is my least
Sorry.
favorite scene. So I'll go into my funniest because there's one specific one, and I know Zach is gonna think this is the unfunniest character and second unfunniest character in the movie. I forget his name again, but he's the one whose dad always ignored him.
Snot loud?
Stop
Not
out.
loud.
No, dude, you're totally
Snot
gonna steal
loud.
my moment. No. Say it. You're totally gonna steal my moment.
He had a ton of quips, and there was
Oh.
one when they were in, and the Astrid was like, he's like, man, why are we doing this? And then Astrid said something. He's like, and that's why we follow, or something like that. Immediately, like, backpedaled
Turned around,
because
yeah.
she was on board. And I don't know why, because I wasn't expecting this, because I remember this guy being fairly serious, and this one he just wasn't. So I remembered serious, and then he did that, and I was like, you know, he got a little chuckle, the slightest chuckle out of me. So I was like, okay, I'll put that one. But he had a couple good quips throughout it. Fish Legs did not. I was keeping track. The
Fish Legs
Rough
did
Nut
not.
had two.
Which one's Rough Nut?
Rough Nut had two good quips. That's the girl twin, correct? Is that what we said?
Okay.
Rough Nut?
I don't know. I asked the question.
Think
Yeah.
so.
I think so.
I think it was rough.
I liked how she had like a couple like girl moments with Astrid, and she was like, "I picked you because us girls got to stay together," or something like that. I don't know why, but I thought that was so
That was a
funny
little
for like the
funny. I'll
Viking
give you that, I
time
guess.
for that. Yeah, but they always caught me off guard. I thought she did pretty decent for playing a goofy character. But did you guys realize? Well, you definitely all realized, but that's the same kid from Deadpool 2 who plays Fish Legs.
That's why it took me out of it.
Why does he sound so stupid this time? Because I've heard him talk like a normal person before. Sorry, keep going.
So I'll go on to my favorite. My favorite was actually at the end with like the explosion going in the background. It's like Toothless flying down trying to catch Hiccup. It looked really good. They were both kind of like faded to black, and they had the explosion going behind them, like for the volcano, and it looked really cool. So I wanted to point it out in this one. Cassie, what were your three?
Okay. So, my least favorite, I don't know if this can count because it's like a nitpick in the movie. They left out the scene of the terrible terror where like Hiccup figures out that they're not fireproof on the inside. It bothers me so much because how do they know how to beat the big bad? He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that they're not fireproof on the inside. And it bothers me.
Oh
so
my god!
much.
I
They
forgot
added-
that.
Yeah, and they added all these other scenes in the movie to like pad out the runtime and make it 2 hours, and you left that out? Why?
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
I can't
insane.
believe I didn't realize that.
That's
It was
movie
also just like a sweet
changing.
scene to show him like bonding with the other dragons that weren't just toothless.
I
I
talked-
can't believe I did that.
I
That's
talked
a
about
great
that as one of my
catch,
favorite scenes last time. I actually can't believe I didn't realize that. Goated. Damn it.
It bothers me so much.
Taylor, did you realize?
No, I didn't know. It's a great point.
Loki, I think that's metal worthy. She found a scene.
Yeah,
that
I
was in
think
the
you
movie
get to
that
pick
none
the
of us
next
remembered.
movies now. That's so goated because like that's actually movie changing scene that you
That
picked
is.
right there.
That's
I-
movie changing
Yeah.
info that none of us realized.
I
somehow.
think you get
Yeah.
to pick the next movie after Star Wars and Knives
Yay!
Out. Damn, crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
wild
yeah,
stuff.
it bothered me when I watched it in a theater for the first time. It still bothers me now. How do you know?
Totally
um,
understand.
Dude, I'm still in shock that I didn't notice that.
Honestly, dude,
I'm
that
like,
took me aback.
I
You
would have
guys
thought that someone else would have noticed because I feel like you guys have been a lot more critical in this movie than I have.
It
you were
seems like
calling
you're the
yours
only
a
smart
nitpick.
one.
I said I didn't like him hitting the eye. You said, yeah, they left out this crucial part to the plot.
Yeah, I guess that's not really a nitpick. That's more of a big
No,
issue
it's
that they had in the movie.
Some
I
game
think that-
Oh my
knowledge.
I
god.
think that counts.
I know ball.
She
There was
does know
that,
ball.
and then I also didn't like how we didn't get to see all the personality of all the dragons, especially Toothless. Like that was one of my favorite parts of the first movie, and like you don't get to see much of that, and that I didn't like that. So I don't know if that can count as my least favorite scenes that aren't in the movie, but that's what I didn't like. Yes, Guy?
What personality scenes are you talking about? I feel like we still saw a good bit of Toothless's personality because we saw him like drop the stick. We saw him like licking Hiccup's face a couple times. We saw him get mad at Astrid. I feel like we saw a lot of it.
What about the other
Is there a
guys?
certain scene that you were thinking about?
What about the
We
other
did,
dragons?
but maybe, yeah, that too, but maybe it just doesn't translate as well in live action for me. Like, I don't know, because I feel like in the animated movie, it's like, oh, that's Toothless, he's a little goober. And maybe too, like, it's just his design. It doesn't make him seem as, like, lovable. Not
Cool.
lovable, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Like,
friendly.
it's-
get
I think
you.
I do.
I
Yeah.
have a question.
He's not as much of a goob. Yes.
Remember towards the end how they picked up, like Asher was falling and he picked her up and then like poked his head underneath
Yeah.
like he does in the first. Did he do that earlier in the film?
He was
Like
supposed
doesn't he
to.
do that to? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, yeah. Did they delete
Yeah.
that part?
You know,
Yeah.
I'm happy you brought that up though, because they changed that scene where they save Astrid in a way that I like. Because in the original one, they saved her in a way that definitely would have killed her or at least gave her whiplash. But in this one, it was more of like a steady landing, and instead of like flipping her up around so that he could catch her by her arms, she like swung her hands up and grabbed his front arms, and then they let go. Like, you know what I mean? I thought it was just a little bit of a change detail that I liked. Not I couldn't say that for many scenes in this movie. Sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going, Cass.
My favorite scene was Test Drive. Duh. The first flight, but I'm not gonna rehash that. You guys have
Did it make
talked
you
about
cry?
it enough. No, actually. And this is the only movie where like
No,
I
two.
didn't cry. I don't know.
You didn't cry in the third
Oh, I
one.
didn't cry in 3
yeah.
either. You're right. But yeah, the first and second, but not these two. I don't know why. Because like you would think that it would hit harder in live action, but it really didn't. So the other scene there. Wait, I really like the scene between Hiccup and Stoic at the end where he's like, "I'm proud of you, son." It's like, "Ah, that's cute." And then I don't know why this is like a random scene to like, but I really liked it. It was the scene after Stoic and all the other Vikings went to find the nest between Hiccup and Astrid. I almost liked that better in live action than I did when it was animated. I don't know if just like the emotions came across better, or if it was just good acting. I don't know, but I liked that scene a lot better. I feel like it hit harder for me in live action. I was like, ooh. And then, okay, funniest, there wasn't really anything that like stuck out to me. My humor is really stupid, and so I know you guys didn't find the bits funny, but I thought Snoutlout and his dad, like some of those bits made me laugh, but like not enough to be like, oh, this was the funniest thing in the movie. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't locked in enough, but I
What about
guess
your
that.
goat fish legs?
All right.
Yeah, your goat fish legs. Come on.
Mm.
He
Yeah,
make
what
you
about fish
cackle.
legs?
He make you cackle.
Yeah, no, every time Fish Legs was on the screen, I was just laughing so hard, my stomach hurt, I passed out, I started crying. I love Fish Legs. I'm his #1 fan. If Fish Legs has no fans, I'm dead.
Yes, dude.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
especially this version of Fish Legs. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's my goat for sure.
It's really funny that you said you didn't like actually laugh during this movie, because shockingly enough, this is the first time, and like I actually don't know that I actually like audibly, uncontrollably laughed at a certain point, and it's so stupid. And I know it's so Austin's giving a look, and I know it's because it's so dumb, and I apologize for it. Whenever the scene where they're trying to show that Hiccup's the cool kid now, and like all the kids go from one table to the other table, Snotlout fucking dives over the table. It's such a ridiculous
string.
He goes like actually horizontal and knocks everything off of the table.
That's valid, man.
It had me cackling. I was like, there was no way that was intentional. He definitely fucked that up, and then the director was like, okay, that was really funny, that's staying in the movie. that had me laughing pretty hard. I was like, holy shit, that's really funny. That's the first time I've like, because we've all picked funny scenes every single movie, but it's usually just a scene that I go, ha, that's funny, or I go, that one actually had me like chuckling at it. I really liked that one, which is not what I was expecting. It was mainly because I was sitting like this for most of the movie while I was watching it, that I really wasn't expecting something like actually like humorous to hit me hard, and it hit me pretty hard. Favorite scene is kind of lame, so I'm just gonna get out of the way. Like I didn't have a single scene in the movie that I considered like the entire scene better than the original one, but I did appreciate how the final fight looked, because I know that that's like very technically impressive, especially for coming out in 2025, because like movies nowadays, they look rougher than they did like 10 years ago, I'd say. So like the fact that the movie came out in this year and still looks amazing, I think is like a really great testament to how the CG artists worked on this. I got a couple worse scenes. I'm sorry in advance, because I might be talking for a little bit here. So, I guess I'll hit the one that you guys are expecting me to say. Within seconds of this character making an appearance on the screen, I took a note of him. I wrote down, holy fuck! How did they make Fish Legs worse? I didn't understand, because he sounds so much like I said it earlier in the podcast. Like, I've heard this character in other movies. Like the Wilder People, he is great in. Deadpool, he is great in. Why does he sound like that? Like, who told him to do that with his voice? And then he has those dumbass Pokemon cards early. He has them in this movie instead of the other movies. It's just stupid. Everything out of his mouth, like, it was just very poorly acted. It was so cringe. It was the worst version of the, like, direct from animation to live action. I could not stand Fish Legs in this movie more than I couldn't stand him in any of the other three. It was ridiculous. The other thing I had a problem with was one of my favorite parts of the first movie, which was I felt that Astrid's turn from bad to good made sense in the original movie, because she was never shown to be like outwardly evil or hostile towards any of the dragons. She just did what she needed to do. But then they decided to include a scene of her being like, I'm gonna take your house and kill every dragon that has ever existed. And then they want me to believe that she's going to be the first person to change and help Hiccup, and then also be the driving factor that helps him go and convince everyone in the village that dragons are good. It just like, it ruined something I liked so much about the first movie. It made me so upset. And then, just because I'm talking about all of the different changes from the animation to the live action, I'll decide to bring up this point too. I felt like making Burke the singularity point for hunting dragons was terrible. Like, I enjoy the idea that Burke was this isolated village that didn't know anything about the world, and that's why they weren't able to find this nest, and like that's why they have this continuous fight against dragons or not using them or like any aspect like other cultures. But in this version, they're like where all the other cultures came to fight dragons specifically. And I feel like that's going to ruin the other movies when they introduce other cultures that they said that they weren't able to find. Like, where did they come from then? Like, how far away did these people come to Burke if they weren't able? Like, I don't know. They felt like they tried to expand the world building
significantly far.
Yeah, it's like way farther than where Drago was from, or like anything like that. Or like, how haven't they found the mom's area then? Or like, if they're coming from all over the place, the entire point was that they couldn't leave their island. Not, it just was so stupid. I couldn't. They added like 3 scenes to this movie, and all of them were horrible. Like, I don't understand. If you're going to, are we going reverse order for when we do our reviews?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to take it off. I'm going to go right here. So, if they are going to add scenes to this movie, then why are you not going to change the problems within the first one to begin with? Like, Skylar right at the beginning of the episode mentioned the thing about, like, no, Toothless, get out of here. He can't get out of here. You are the one that can make him fly. Get on his back. He cannot leave. Change that. Like, it is so... If you're going to change the movie, change the parts that are stupid. God. And then Cassie bringing up the thing with, like, that one really great scene of them just vibing out and they blow the fire into the natter and the burning thing. It just makes it so much worse. I never want to watch this movie again. I have absolutely zero reason to watch it. The entire time, I didn't hate it. Because it's How to Train Your Dragon, obviously. And like, it's something that I love deeply, so I'm never going to look at it like it's Until Dawn. But like, I genuinely see absolutely no value to this movie in the slightest. I'm sorry for all of the artists who worked on this movie and put like all of their heart into it, because you guys did a great job. However, I'm never going to appreciate your art, this piece of art, because I just hate it. It goes against everything that I like within everything, and it just is a worse version of something that I hold dearly to myself. Did not like it. I don't want to watch the second one, even though I know we're going to, because I'm having this crazy reaction, which means it's going to be entertaining. So then people are going to be like, oh, this is reaction to the second one. Whatever. 6. This gets a 6 out of 10. I don't want to watch it again. You don't understand how badly I wanted to give this like a 3, but then I'm like, no, dude,
Yikes.
like, it's obviously a good movie. Like, I can't. It's a good movie. There's just so much small stuff that was taken off of the original one that just like brought it down several pegs. And then there's the scenes that I said that brought them down like half a point in their own. And then Fish Legs, who brings it down like 2 whole points by him fucking self. 6 out of 10. Take it away, Cassie. Go ahead, Scott.
God, I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that up.
Can I say that was like a top like 3 rant I've ever heard Zach go on ever?
That was insane.
Thank you.
God.
Sorry, I'm very passionate about remakes. I think they're terrible. Like, all of them. No, there's no reason for them.
You convinced us. You don't have to justify it. We got it.
Okay.
You're good. I think my review's gonna be a little more toned down.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna chill out. You
Oh
know
my
what?
God.
I'm gonna go pee.
So
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
You said that bar high.
I know. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that. Okay, so I think this movie came out like right at the tail end of the slog fest of like live action remakes, right? Like, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything bad.
Yeah.
It was like after the Lilo and Stitch and a lot of the Disney originals.
Yeah. Because, like, I didn't go see any of those in theaters, but this one I went and saw in theaters because I was like, oh, I love How to Train Your Dragon. Like, I want to go see this movie. And when I saw it in the theaters for the first time, I was like, oh, this is great. Like, I really like how they stayed true to the animated one, and I had a good time. But I think a lot of that that I had for the movie was just nostalgia. And, like, that's still true, but I think on a rewatch, it's not as fun of a watch. Like I said in the first one, like I would watch that first movie like something insane, like once a week. I wouldn't do that, but you know, and I wouldn't do that for this one. I don't think this one has as much like enjoyment in a rewatch as the animated one. And I hate that they left out that scene with the terrible terrors. It's like that just bothers me. And I don't think that the live action has as much like magic to it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, it didn't make me as happy to watch. I don't know, and I liked like there are things I like about this movie. You know, I like all the characters, even fish legs. I like the dragons. I wish that they were designed that's the word I'm looking for, like similarly, because I feel like you guys are saying Toothless sticks out like a sore thumb, and all the other dragons look like they could be in Game of Thrones or whatever, you know, and Toothless doesn't. But yeah, I don't know. It's so hard because I gave the first one a 10. It's like I feel like I can't knock this one down as much, but I feel like I have to. Like I'm between like a 7.5 and an 8. I'll probably give it an 8 just because I really like How to Train Your Dragon.
Damn.
How was your review?
Is it me now? Sorry, I am trying to remember the order and I cannot.
Yeah, I think you're up.
I don't remember.
I heard the
okay.
number, Cassie. I'm excited to hear your review whenever I do the shorts.
So I agree. This one just is not as good. This one felt more of like I have to watch this rather than the I want to watch this. Is much closer to the you have to tier. Wow. And with that, its pacing was significantly worse. I don't even know how much time it actually added, but it felt like it added an extra hour.
30 minutes.
It was insane. I think it was probably like around like 25 minutes it probably added, but it felt so much longer than that. So many of these scenes felt so much slower. There was a lot of extra background that was given that really led nowhere. And the annoying part was, I'm going to go back to Zach's rant, is it had the possibility to fix one of the problems that I had, that I didn't care for any other character aside from Hiccup and Toothless in the first one. It had the opportunity to fix it, and it didn't, and it wasted it, and I hate them even more. Maybe not all of them more, because I like Rough Nut a little bit more, because I think her girl moments were kind of funny. But that is like it. Like, I hate Fish Legs more. I hate the other... I always forget his name, and I'm never going to remember it. That guy more. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then the other twin... Yes, probably. Yeah. And then I hate the other half of the twin, because he is, like, in comparison, he's nothing to his sister. His sister had, like, solo moments in this, but he didn't have one. So like it feels weird to exclude one of them. And then like I feel like we didn't even get to see any of them actually like see the dragons in this. We just kind of went, they took all the boats, what are we gonna do? And then Hiccup goes, I have an idea. And then it's just they're flying already. So like we didn't even get to really see them pair up or anything, and it was kind of like that, which is like a nitpick. But like that's another scene that they just completely neglected, despite adding so much more time. Yeah, I don't know. This one felt like it was supposed to be funnier, and it was supposed to fit like the you got it, like everybody loves one-line quips, and it was supposed to fit that, but none of the quips were really that great, and their hit rate on the quips was so low that I think it made the movie overall less funny than the original. Like again, it was still like it's objectively still a good movie, and I still like it probably slightly more than Zach. So I gave it a 6.5. It's worse than the original, so I'm keeping it consistent with my score. But it's like I don't know if I would watch this again. I'd rather watch any of the animated movies or just not watch it. So like we never did this. I don't think I'd recommend this. I wouldn't.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I would not recommend
sorry.
this. I'd recommend the original over it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm rocking with a 6.5. It was overall just kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
Gemma?
Wait, me and Cass, real quick, Dora. I would not recommend this at all. This is vastly inferior to the original. Go ahead, Cass. Sorry.
Yeah, I probably also wouldn't. If you're gonna
Don't
watch How
succumb
to
to
Train
peer
Your Dragon
pressure.
movie,
You love
just-
this shit. Come on.
No, okay. Here's the thing: if you're gonna watch any How to Train Your Dragon movie, this isn't the one I would
Okay,
recommend. I would
that's
tell you
fair.
to watch the first one every
That's
single
valid.
time. I mean, if
That's
you're
valid.
looking at them as like separate things, then yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But out of the series,
That's what we're
watch the
going.
first one.
I take it as so somebody goes, man, I really want to watch the How to Train Your Dragon live action movie. Do you think I should? I would say no. Watch the animated one. That's what I would do.
I think we're all in
I've seen
agreement
neither.
now.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys made some really good points. It's actually been giving me much to think on. I think my number has changed since before starting the podcast, but I do want to say real quick, is it like an issue if we've like seen these movies 4 times now and we don't remember the characters' names?
No,
Well, I mean, like,
I would never
Something about the movie.
They purposefully made them terrible. It's Snotlout. Like, these aren't Viking names. Snotlout, Fish Legs, Rough Nut, Tough Nut. Those aren't Viking
Yeah.
names. Those are stupid names that they
I
made
think
up for
Fish
the
Legs
movie.
is not
Snotlout
Pete,
explained his name in
I don't
this
know.
one, though. I don't think he did that in the first one.
He didn't. No, in the
He was
first
like,
one.
snot, because I'll beat the snot out of you. And I was like,
It was
okay.
so good, so good. Ancient Vikings.
Yeah, that's why I remember it so well.
The side characters made me do something I never thought I'd ever do. I turned to G after watching this movie and I said, I think T.J. Miller was actually slightly funnier than whatever this guy was. And I hate T.J. Miller. Sorry.
Yikes.
Go ahead, Chandler.
Well, yeah. On that note, I like the film. It's very similar to the first, like as we all have been saying. And there's not much that I have to nitpick on it, but I was really looking forward to this one because of how close it was to the source material, or at least from what I've heard. So, and I know a lot of live action remakes just don't follow that pattern. They like to go and do their own thing. So initially when I heard about the film being in production, I was really nervous because I thought it was going to follow suit. But hearing the good news that it was actually like similar to the first movie had me excited. But I think this movie suffers from like what I think Mulan's movie does. Now I know, Zach, before you go on a tangent here about the Mulan movie.
Sorry, I was answering a commenter. I didn't process what you said.
No,
until
you're
right
fine.
there.
I just know that you have so much to say about this film, and like it's for all like the worst reasons possible. But like aside from just like all of that, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. Aside from those reasons, that's why Mulan sucks. Not having like Mushu or like what's the dragon's name, I think hurts the live action so much. Like that brings so much character and joy to the animated movie. And I just think that even though you're not really missing any characters in this movie, in this remake, How to Train Your Dragon, I think it just suffers from the same issue. Just it loses its touch and its humor by being live action and not being animated. So I think that just kind of hurts it in general, for me at least. But I really do love a lot of things in there, like the first flight, the final dragon fight, the finale. I thought they offered more. I don't remember being read in the animated movie version, so I thought that there was just more too. Like I don't think we touched on this. Maybe we did or did not. I think we wanted to. Asha knocking out all the teeth. Don't remember that.
I did like
That's
that
for
addition,
certain,
actually. I thought that was in character
Yeah.
for her.
So yeah, there's a couple things that they added that was nice and things that they fell flat on. But overall, I think this is like a 7.5 for me. So
All right, Austin, take it away. Take us home.
Well,
I got it, Jan. I was actually
nice.
putting in 7.5 as you said 7.5. That's
Really?
why my face
that was
lit up.
last. That was like last minute addition, bro.
Yeah, what?
All right. I guess I'll go. By the way, a quick aside beforehand. I know I am having some internet issues, so hopefully it comes across better for you guys. But I have to say, during Zach's rant, that was the funniest thing in the world because the video is coming across quicker than the audio, so I could see when he got mad before I could hear it. It was phenomenal. Oh, I was having the best time. Okay, yeah. But my review for the movie, I feel like I've understated how bad of a time I've actually had watching this. It was just like infuriating from the start to the end, with some small gaps in there, with the first flight, with some of the stoic moments, with the final big bad fight. Everything else, especially with us having watched the first one so recently, nothing that they said was enjoyable, even if, yeah, of course, if this was the first time watching it, I probably would have liked a lot of the lines that they said and it would have been fine. But because they're just carbon copying the first one, anything that they did just felt so uncreative. It felt like like they were stealing from something and not honoring it necessarily. And the costumes, they gave me Netflix vibes, like the Avatar Last Airbender one, where they made sense, they were accurate except for the hoodie. Call it Zach, but they weren't lived in. It didn't feel like they were actual Vikings a lot of the time, except once again maybe Stoic. I just hated this. I hated it, and if we're going to the recommendation thing, I would recommend this probably less than any other movie in the entire world because of how unnecessary it is. And I'm not exaggerating by saying that, because what other movie has such perfect visual source material, and this is just worse in every single way. I would recommend the worst movie I have ever seen over this movie because it at least gives you something new or something. There's something you can take from it. And I thought, as everyone said before, all the whimsy and fun of the dragons, pretty much everyone besides Toothless and slightly affecting Toothless as well, were just gone. Zach and I have had conversations, a lot of them, bashing on the live action remakes for all of the Disney stuff and everything. And I've always been very morally opposed to it because all this money is going into a film that some other film that actually probably deserved to get made could have been made in replace of this. But they keep making money and they keep pushing these forward, and it's annoying and frustrating. But a lot of them that I've seen, I haven't hated as much as this. And I don't know if it's because of the recency for which I watched it or the fact that it is so just the exact same. But it made me genuinely feel the hatred for live action movies because this is the best it can be, and it is still garbage. It's still trash, and I hate it. And I'm not going to be Zach. I've said it is canonically said before that I have rated based on enjoyment, and I did not enjoy this whatsoever. But I will recognize a little bit that if you didn't see the first one, it could be enjoyable, but I'm not giving it much credit for that. I'm giving it a 4.5. I'm sorry for messing up the score, but I didn't like this movie. I didn't enjoy it.
You can ask G. Sometimes I really wish I had a camera on me the entire time I watch movies, because like there's a handful which you come across which I'm just sitting like this the entire time, and this was one.
That was the entire time for me.
I just was like, Here's a speed run of me watching the movie. I was laughing during that one scene
Chandler, did you say whether you'd recommend or not recommend?
I didn't know. Same boat. Would not recommend this film at all.
So unanimous not recommend. So Mediak would not recommend this movie, and the Mediak average for it was a 6.5, which was what
that's
basically
fair.
me and Zach voted from the beginning.
Sorry, guys.
Austin,
I think that's
cancels
fair,
out Cassie, vice versa. Chan kind of fell in line with us.
Who's excited for the next
I
live
feel
action
like this is
remake?
completely fair.
Moana.
Oh
Who's excited for Moana? Raise your hand.
I feel like Austin should be, because it physically cannot be worse than this, right? For you?
This is supposed to be The Rock's like good grace.
I think part of it's I love the source material so much.
I love Moana. I think Moana's
That's
like
I
don't know if I'd say it's on the same tier as How to Train Your Dragon, but it's pretty darn close. It's one of the best Disney movies in the last.
What are you talking about?
I'm being serious.
Yeah,
I think Moana's one of the best Disney movies like since.
You grew up with How to Train Your Dragon, man.
It's different. I'm not saying from a nostalgic point of view. I'm saying from like a quality of movie. Moana's amazing, I think. Like, look at other Disney movies. Like Inside Out is the only one that compares, in my opinion. Anyone else?
Inside Out is really
Toy Story.
I'm saying recent Disney movies, I guess. Like, Toy Story is
Toy
older
Story
than
5, potentially.
Oh, did you watch it? Oh, news time!
Toy Story
That's
3.
news time. Oh, Toy Story 3 is a good one. News time, guys. Skylar, thank you for the great transition. We got a trailer.
He's deflecting.
I am deflecting a bit, but we did get a trailer for Toy Story 5. Raise your hand if you watched it. It looked.
I don't watch trailers.
Cassie, what'd you think of it?
I mean, I thought it looked good. I'm sure that movie's gonna make a lot of money, but I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole bit with the iPad is gonna be meta and annoying. I don't think I'm gonna like that.
Oh yeah. I personally thought it looked horrible because of the iPad thing. Like, that's just a terrible concept for a movie. Good, Sky.
I lied. I didn't see the trailer directly, but I saw people like screenshot the trailer and then post like, "Damn, I really got my hopes up, didn't I?" And then like just like hating on it. So I immediately scrolled past everything. But I remember was there like at some point where they were on the back of a vehicle? Because I remember them heavily complaining about that.
I didn't
this
actually
trailer.
watch the trailer. I just know of the lily pad, like, tablet thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind then. Cassie,
Yeah.
did you watch the trailer or you just know the iPad part?
I saw like a really long clip of it on TikTok. I'm assuming that was the trailer, 'cause it was, a couple minutes long. So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
But the only thing I remember is that iPad, and I don't think I'm gonna like that very much.
It's a
It
real
looked
brand
annoying.
too, like, it gives me the
Exactly.
vibe of the movie.
Actually, I'm gonna look it up, but I think I saw that Woody has a bald patch.
He does have a bald
in
patch
this.
in this movie, yes.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
weird. That's weird.
I
don't
think
like
the
that.
weirdest part
Doesn't
is
make
that her tablet is a lily pad. Like, that gives me the vibe that Lilypad wanted to make a movie, and they were like, "Oh, we have Toy Story. It's related to toys," so they did that. Like, I think. Go ahead, Cass.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Wasn't
maybe?
the end of the most recent Toy Story Buzz and Woody going their separate
Oh
ways?
yeah.
Why are we retconning that whole thing? That was meaningful. You're just ruining
because
it.
they
I think it's so dumb.
Meaningful.
Because they want my childhood favorite movie to burn.
Toy Story 4 is your childhood favorite movie?
No, Toy Story was my favorite franchise as
okay.
a child.
I was gonna say, I
And they just
fucking
wanted to
hate Toy Story 4.
It wasn't
Toy
a
Story
good
4 was kinda
movie.
good.
Oh, okay.
But I
I
mean,
thought it was kind of good.
I don't
We could
remember
talk. We
hating
could talk
it,
to
but-
Mom about that one.
And were you
Austin.
gonna say something?
I'm kidding. What? Sorry.
Chan, I thought I saw
What?
you try to comment.
No, I was.
Oh,
I was
sorry.
just doing the greedy symbol.
Maybe that was it.
That's what they are, bro. That's the reason we're making Toy Story into a franchise and not ending it at 3 for some reason. Yay! I found this one out from my job. We're moving in the next news, by the way. So, but I looked into it and it's true. So Hollywood has hired a set of AI bounty hunters. The business is called Light Bar. They're a company designed to hunt after copyrighted material and shut it down. So they're essentially like awesome.
Don't base my reactions. I'm just everything's delayed for me, man. So just keep
Okay.
going.
No, I was basically saying like they attempted to hire like this group that hunts down people who try and like AI recreate their films or movies. Go ahead.
Oh wait, so they're using AI to hunt people using
No.
AI,
They're
basically.
hiring
No?
a company that targets people who AI generate their movies and TV shows. So they're like, I don't know how they're doing it. They didn't say that, but like there's a company that exists somewhere that Hollywood is now hired that say like what's How to Train Your Dragon, like this Light Bar targets people who use AI to create How to Train Your Dragon material and shuts it down so they can't
That's
post it.
fucked up. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that on my bad.
Why? Was that a
Completely
good
different
thing?
than-
No, it's not, because you're letting the blame fall in the lap of the people who use the thing
Yeah, but,
that is
like,
doing what's wrong.
Austin, it's the government's job to do it. It's not the company's fault. Like, I think if the government's not going to do something about it, I think it's fine that the company is. Like Light Bar.
If the company, no, I get that. I'm fine with the company having an issue with it, but I'm saying like they should put litigation against the other companies that are creating AI that allows them to use copyright material, not against the people who think about someone who just wants to create something, like a kid creates a How to Train Your Dragon with him in it, and then he gets a lawsuit for $40 million.
No, that's totally fair, and like there probably is someone doing it out there, but in the meantime, it's not just going to be like, oh, there's a company that exists that's going to fight against OpenAI to make them put those legislations in. The next day, bam, it's fixed. I think in the meantime, it's fine to have someone out there that's going to be protecting someone's copyright material. At least personally. I don't know. Austin has a
I think it
delayed
depends. I feel like Austin's scenario, like a little kid is definitely gonna want to put himself in his favorite movie.
Totally. But I think they're gonna
But,
pick
like,
and
I do
choose. They're not
understand the
gonna
other
pick
part.
like the 30 view
You're not-
video of a child
They're not gonna
and
go after the
Toothless.
kid.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Yeah.
gonna go after like the 10 million view channel that uses Toothless to like twerk and that's how it gets videos and stuff like that, you know? Like they're not gonna go after the 5 view kid that just runs the ride Toothless once, you know? That's not making money. They're going after the big shit, or at least, God, I'm saying hopefully they'll go after the big shit. I don't know.
I'm like,
It's a
this is
Hollywood.
sounding vaguely familiar to other, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right.
give
It's a
this
Hollywood
group
company.
a lot of authority and trust that they're not gonna have. They're gonna have very good morals about
You're,
how they enforce
you're right.
the things
It's a
that they're
Hollywood
doing. I'm sure
company.
that'll be
They're
fine.
probably using it to target people like us that are trying to grow. You know, that's probably what the actual goal of it is here. I don't wanna.
Watch what thumbnails you use, Zach.
Oh,
Editor, can you
nah,
put in Zach riding Toothless?
No, light bar, they're coming for me. Ah! All right. What's the next bit of news here? Jujutsu Kaisen, the director for Core 1 in season 2 is leaving. This has nothing to do with the American backlash to the direction of this season. He was always planned to leave in the middle of Core 1. And the thing is, we also don't know if he's actually 100% leaving for Core 2. We just know that like his initial sign on was for season 2 and Core 1 of season 3. I love his direction. I think I know Chandler said that he didn't like how season 2 and season 3 look different from season 1, but like I think it's fine because it looks better. I think it looks better. I love this super like film-esque stylized like way that they go across Jujutsu Kaisen in the last 2 seasons. I think it's like perfect. Go ahead, Skylar. Yeah.
In this season specifically, whenever they use the red outline, it looks so incredible.
This entire
It looks so
season,
incredible.
It's so good. Like I have no words.
Wait, did I say I didn't like it?
I thought
it
you
was like
did.
I was just saying like
thought you
I
did
think
too.
I know some people don't like the change in
Maybe.
direction.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
Maybe.
I've been
That
liking
makes
it
sense.
myself.
Oh, okay. You like it.
Yeah.
Never mind. My bad.
Mhm.
Yep.
I think I saw this is directly related to Jujutsu Kaisen, so that's why I'm gonna bring it up.
Oh, is it?
I think
Go ahead. Sorry.
I think Caden told me that the person, I don't know if it's the director or somebody who's like just on this, said if you like,
Oh, never mind.
you need to be caught up for this next episode, which is episode 8, I believe, because it's going to look that good. And he said if you don't watch the series, watch this episode and then watch the series and you'll be convinced.
That's
so he has a
awesome.
lot of faith in this upcoming episode, which I mean, I know what it is and I have faith, but
It's gonna be good. Yeah. I'm excited.
I think it's gonna be insane.
I'm very
Yeah.
excited, especially after last week not having one. I thought you were gonna say so. The director he did announce not he did announce like he said before after Jujutsu Kaisen he's going to a different studio. Skylar, do you know what studio it is? It's one of your favorites.
I hope it's the Mob Psycho studio, or is it the Netflix one?
How about Illumination?
Oh no way!
I'm being
My
dead
minions are gonna be
serious.
fantastic.
King Bob.
I'm being 100% dead serious. The film-esque, seriously, beautifully stylized director of Mappa Studios is going to Illumination to work there, which is
Wow.
fucking
Dude, he's
wild.
he's gonna turn it around.
I hope he turns it around, man. Do that. I
Get
want.
anime minions.
Well, like I'm gonna give
And
credit
it's
where
gonna be peak.
where it's due. Like the Illumination movies are animated amazingly. Like they actually are genuinely like really well animated. So like if we get a good story in there, I think I'm cooking. I think I like that shit. I think I like it a lot, actually. So I think
Remake the Minions. I'm ready.
yes, that's the one remake we want, bro. That's what the people want. Awesome.
Okay, wait. I don't know how true this is, but I heard people talking about how they think that whoever did season 3 of One Punch Man is going to take over for JJK, and they weren't happy about that.
No, that's
I
not
don't know how
true. That was
true
that
that
was a
is,
lie
but-
that was pushed around. Don't worry, that won't happen. Thank God.
Okay.
I did see that as well, but I also looked into that a little bit more, and it was a fake news account that was trying to push that and cause panic. So Thank
Thank
God.
God.
That would have been horrible. Right now, we're still up in the air. We don't know if he's going to do Court 2 or not. So I'm still hoping so because I love his direction style. It's peak in my opinion. So which one is this? Sorry for pause here. This is just a complicated one because Paramount is being little babies because of the people connected to the owners of it. This is over the Netflix Paramount Warner Brothers deal. Paramount is now accusing Netflix of misleading the stock owners of Warner Brothers because they claim that they have an irrefutable deal that the stock owners of Warner Brothers have no reason to turn down. So they're assuming that Netflix is like misleading them, calling them evil, or like bribing them into doing their actual other deal or something like that, which is just stupid. Like if you think about the connections to Paramount and like how babyish this reaction is, then you're like, yeah, that makes sense. I think that adds up. It's going nowhere. It's actually going to go nowhere because like you can't just be like, I don't like that they took their deal. You know, that's not how that works. It's Netflix is going to own Warner Brothers eventually. It's just going to take slightly longer now. Go ahead, Skylar. Yeah.
I definitely agree with you, but does Paramount think that they're on the same scale as Netflix, who just got their own animation studio from Mappa?
I mean, that doesn't mean that much. Like Paramount has hundreds of animation studios. Like they own the different animation studios in Korea that make the Avatar TV show like that level of quality. They made the X-Men TV show recently, the Paramount studio. So like it's different. Like they do. I think they're equal, but whenever a deal get like I'm not smart. Like I'm just gonna be upfront and say that. But like if someone is like, hey, I'll give you $5 to do this, and then the other person's like, hey, I'll give you $10 to do this, but you pick the person that's $5, like the $10 person can't be like, what the fuck, man? My deal was obviously better. Like that's not how that works. At least I don't know. Again, I'm not smart. I don't know how legislation works, but like that just is so stupid in my opinion. I don't know. We got a trailer for
How much more do they offer?
Like 20 billion, 20 million. I don't know.
That's insane.
It was 20 of whatever the amount was.
They're like so butthurt and petty. Like
Yeah.
$20 billion. They want to take 20 billion. That is insane.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't blame how they feel.
Well, I mean, I guess
pathetic.
they do kind of have a horse in the race because I did read something that the Netflix stockholders were telling the Warner Brothers stockholders that if they got purchased by Paramount, then it would devalue their brands. So like, I guess technically that could be used as a way to say that they misled them, but I mean, is it really misleading if it's true? So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's a complicated situation here. We got a trailer for the next Mummy movie. This is not The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. This is a reboot of The Mummy, another reboot of The Mummy. This looks interesting. It doesn't look like The Mummy. I don't know why they're calling it The Mummy. It seems like they're doing it because of brand recognition for some reason. It's about a little girl who dies and then she comes back to life as a zombie and now she's torturing the kids. It honestly, not the kids, the family. It honestly reminds me of Pet Sematary a little bit. So I don't know why they're calling it The Mummy. I'm interested in that. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We got a cast in the Sonic 4 movie. We got Kristen Bell, who is Rose. Holy shit, is Rosing. We got Kristen Bell, who is voicing Amy Rose. Wow, that was like 5th times the charm for that one. That was bad. No other news with that, other than the movie is coming out on March 9th, 2027. But that's not new news. I probably haven't said that on the podcast, though. So, fun stuff. We got a cast for Scooby-Doo's live-action TV show that's coming out. We got McKenna Grace, who I don't know who that is. She's going to be playing Daphne. So, if Skylar enjoys that casting, then
that's not what I heard this morning. I must have thought of old news.
No, I'm pretty sure this is legit because this is.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
It's the girl from Young Sheldon.
Is that her?
She's like kind of popular.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've known to sometimes get incorrect information, but this is a pretty reliable source, so I think this is correct. So
Yeah, I think
He's
that's
also in
right.
FNAF 2.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
my
sorry.
God!
That's the newest one. Yeah.
Oh, good for her.
She's in Young Sheldon as well. You're right.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
I have one more piece of news. I might have missed something else, so if anyone has anything fun, go ahead. But I have comic news that I'm excited about. A new issue of Superman, a new type of issue of Superman called Father of Tomorrow, where it's Superman, but if Jor-El came to Earth instead of Kal-El, which I'm pretty interested in. It was like traveling through space, ultimately landing on a small farm in small town Kansas. Kindly couple steps with trepidation towards the alien craft as the door opens. Out steps a man named Jor-El, the sole survivor of Krypton. As Jor-El fits into the new home, he realizes that he can help the world not only with his profound powers, but also his intellect. Witness how a man of steel and science saves the world. And I think that's interesting because it always like, oh, Superman, he's the brawn, but he fights against the brain. But now we have both in this one character, and I think that's going to be an interesting aspect to go with because it's more of the Superman syndrome, you know? Like he's even more unbeatable than he was before because now he's like super smart.
Yeah.
The first issue releases on May 27th, and I will be there to read it. I'm quite excited for that. I don't have any other news. Does anyone else have anything fun? Anything? No. Skylar, you're up.
I've been looking so intently into McKenna Grace because of you said that you literally took over my mind, and I was like, I need to see if this is a good casting.
Is she a good Daphne?
Then-
She's not a
She was in
ginger.
Scoob.
What?
She was in Scoob.
Hey, is that a good thing?
She's
or a bad
already
thing?
played Daphne.
Pog. Oh my god. Crazy.
So,
Good cast.
I'm currently on r/Scooby-Doo, and a lot of people. And a lot of people say they have high hopes. So it seems like it's pretty unanimous that it's a good call.
Dude, why
And I
is
asked why you laughed so hard.
Skylar is a Scooby-Doo editor. For some reason, I wasn't expecting to hear r/Scooby-Doo. That was so funny to me. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Chandler, you,
wait,
what have
yes.
you been watching? Oh,
Austin has to go first, though.
Yes, Austin.
If
What
it's
have you
alright,
been
I'm
watching?
gonna have to dip after this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to dip after this, and I will thankfully not be around for asking you what you're watching, Sky, because I think that would have made things much worse or funnier. Who knows? But I watched the Chainsaw Man Arc movie. I think I'm saying that wrong, but
No, you got
I
it.
thought that was really good. That was like one of my favorite anime movies ever. Like specifically, that were a TV show releasing and then a movie. It didn't just feel like a couple episodes together. It was good on its own. I liked it a lot. Yes, sir.
I've heard that is like it should have been nominated for awards, and it is like a better animated movie than K-pop Demon Hunter.
That's
I've heard
tough.
people say that.
It's
I don't know about
very
that.
good. It's very different. I feel like it's hard to compare, but it's very, very good, and I really, really enjoyed it. Definitely would recommend watching it.
Did you think it was
Other
better than
than
the
that,
Demon Slayer movie?
I still haven't seen that one yet.
I don't like that movie.
Oh,
That's
okay.
gonna be next on the list, I think. But yeah, I'm sure the Demon Slayer one's gonna be prettier, but I can't imagine it's gonna have the depth that the Chainsaw Man one had. So I'd say it's probably gonna
Take
be
an
better
energy
than
drink to
if
that
I had to
movie.
guess.
Just saying.
Oh,
You're gonna
great.
want to stay awake, bro. Especially
yeah,
after,
I'll have it on
bro,
the
after
way.
that halfway point, bro, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a harder fight than the Yakuza fight, bro.
Oh,
Just
Just
saying.
having it on the background. But yeah, other than that, most of my time has been dedicated to watching Fire Force, actually. Yeah, Zach's been trying to get me to watch that for years at this point. It's really good. It reminds me a lot of Black Clover, but better. And like, I don't know, it just, I feel like Shinra just feels like awe stuff. Like he's just like,
But instead of being
everyone's
buff, it's
hyping him
about
up.
a
He's
hero.
like, he's a hero. Yeah, I'm like, he's a hero. He's the hero. He is like impeccable and perfect and all that stuff. But I really like the story behind it, and really, really hate how they treat every single woman and like all the fan servicey stuff. It's just so bad. Like it's every scene. There's not a single like
Even the good scenes
scene
too,
between
bro.
women that passes the Bechdel test. Huh?
Even the good scenes. Have you gone to the? Oh crap! What District 1? Have you gone?
There's
to
a
District
Maki one. I'm on episode like 24 or something.
Dude, the scene with Rekka that scene is so amazing, and it's ruined by like what's her name being like basically naked the entire time. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
such
really
a great scene
frustrating.
too. Like
It's really bad and really frustrating, and it's probably the worst fan service anime I've ever watched, because I once again drop it if it gets too bad. And I really like the rest of it, so it kind of sucks that the rest of it's
are
good.
so good though. Like, did you finish season 1 yet?
Oh, I don't know actually. I got to the point where he went like super light speed, or like, oh my, I knew that I saw that clip before, and I didn't understand the context, and also oh my god, Benny Maru. I knew he was gonna be cool, but holy crap, I love him so much.
One of my favorite characters of all time, bro.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So good.
Yeah, I really liked it and really hated it at times, but it's been good. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah, no other games really. So
thank you. We'll see you next week, hopefully, with Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars. That's Star Wars.
Fun,
bye, Austin. Have
Bye.
fun.
Yeah, Austin.
So Chandler,
yes,
guy. Gold question. What have you been watching?
Yes. The back to the age old response. No.
Yes.
Maybe or whatever.
What have I been watching? I'm caught up with like every currently releasing show except for like maybe Trigun. I have yet to start that. But like Fire Force, JJK, Free Ren, Sense to Be Hero, all those that are currently releasing, currently caught up on.
Sense to Be Hero is still good. People were worried that it was going to peak in the first episode, like Ninja Kamui.
I think it's still very good. Yeah, I think the animation's still probably the best in that first episode. There's some like good moments here and there, but I mean, just the whole story's so good, and the art direction. Like, yeah, it's not doing what Ninja Kamui, what that did. Like that switched up after like just 4 or 5, maybe 3 episodes.
That's good, yeah.
But yeah, so that was good. Watched all of that Game of Thrones spinoff that night.
House of Dragons.
It's almost brought me in. It looks so good. You know me. You know how much I hate that franchise, bro. I'm almost brought in because that looks that good.
Did you see the rating on the last episode?
I've heard that it's like one of the highest rated TV show episodes of all time.
It was rated 10 out of 10. The first one in years, I guess. But I just heard recently that like people that were fans of the one Breaking Bad episode, I can't remember the one, Ozymandias, whatever it is, that's like a 10 out of 10. They were review bombing this one.
I did
so that theirs is the only one.
I have such a pet peeve against.
I hate that. It's so stupid, bro. It's just
it is crazy.
Yeah. Go watch another
so
show if you care that much about one thing.
Neither now ranked 10 out of 10.
I want to watch it so bad. Like my soul is telling me,
good.
But like, what if it ends bad? What if it ends bad?
You know, I don't know. It's definitely much of their formula. Like literally, this is giving me lots of just Game of Thrones season 1 vibes, and just like
that's the best.
Just how each episode hit, just how the episode hits throughout the season. So I don't know. We'll see. I did not watch House of the Dragon, so I don't know how this relates. I actually have no clue how this relates to anything. A lot of the names are saying going straight over, but it's cool.
Do you remember not Jamie? What's the stupid kid that everyone hates? The king, the blonde king that sucks.
Yeah,
I forget his name, but I know what you're talking about.
He's like looking through a book and he's trying to make fun of No, his name is Jamie, isn't it? Or is Jamie? No, Jamie Lannister is the knight that.
The older dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's actually the blonde kid I don't remember the name of is making fun of Jamie while flipping through a book, and he comes to like a page and he reads like a section about how great of a knight this guy was, and the show's about that guy.
Oh, word.
book,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's good so far.
I'm really excited.
Is there much source material that it's based off of, or
I
like
think
they
like
dig a lot on their
a
own?
book. That's it. Like to my knowledge, or I there's like a thing, like one thing that it's based off.
Joffrey.
Gothry, yeah.
Joffrey.
Same thing. Potato, tomato.
Okay, that helps a little bit. Yeah. Other than that, I'm playing a little bit of Rainbow Six. I'm not familiar with that game at all, so
That's rough.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's been rough. Yeah, I know exactly. My friends keep like they're always like, "Oh, you love it. You're a kind of strategist. You like shooter games." I download the game. We never get around to playing it, so I uninstall it. And like within like a couple days, hey, we should play this game. We got to reinstall it. By the time that happens, we move on to a different game. Never ending cycle. Never. I remember I bought it $20 to play with the guys. Got to the prologue. We moved on to a new game. It was like, what the heck? So finally playing that after years.
The learning curve on that is it's cooked. You just can't play it.
Exactly. I don't know. Understand like what they're thinking, bro. Like they think just because like I can play Rocket League and I can play Fortnite that I can just somehow play Rainbow Six. Like what the heck? Anyway, I think that's honestly all. Hasn't really been much. Oh, a little bit of Office, a little bit of the Office action. We're done with season 1, on to season 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Cassie, what have you been watching? I feel like you're cooking.
Oh.
I feel like you were plotting this whole time.
I'm not. I don't have a lot. Game wise, it's been Cyberpunk, Rivals. Dude, Rivals I've been losing my mind. I was like hysteric last night because comp was just going so bad. I was like, oh my god, I was losing my mind.
I'm quitting Rivals, bro. I can't with these people.
Was it always a teammate that was just like
always?
Like genuinely people's mental, and I mean I'm a hypocrite because I was just talking about how I was hysteric, but people's mental in that game is so bad. It's like you'll have a DPS on your team who's going like 2-15, and then someone else is gonna be like, oh, this guy sucks, I'm gonna throw. Like, why? Like, it's so dumb. And it's always a grown man. No offense. It's always a grown man throwing a temper tantrum over pixels. It's not that deep.
Or a child.
It's okay. No. I don't, the lobbies that I get, it's always a grown man. And it just makes it so much worse. And it's always a grown man who hates women. I do not use the voice chat in that game because they're scary. They're Redditors and they hate women.
The voice chat's bad.
So they're not doing like the Deku. Wow, a gamer girl.
Jeez, a girl. I better turn my Riz on.
No, oh my god.
I win her over with my gameplay.
Oh god, I better lock in so that my Katie impresses her.
I wish. It's so good. I've been playing. I started a new Baldur's Gate run because I needed to just chill out after I got off of comp, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go play dress up in Baldur's Gate character creator for like an hour. So that's what I did. Show wise, not too much this week. Oh, I forgot a big one. Stardew Valley. That's where all of my free time has been going. I love that game so much. Like, and I'm not like a farming sim fan, really. Like, I tried to get Animal Crossing when I got my Switch, and that game just didn't do it for me. But something about Stardew, I don't know. It's such a good game. I think it's worth playing through, like, at least once. I think it's so enjoyable. Show-wise, I watched like an episode of Spy Family because I need to get caught back up with that. It's a good show. It's cozy. I have not been good with JJK or anything else that's coming out right now. I know. Harry Potter has not been touched. I know. whenever I get around to it, I know I'll enjoy it. And I would see Wuthering Heights on Valentine's Day. It's good if you separate it completely from the book. Like, that movie is not Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights at all. Like, it was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very smutty in the book. Is not like that. Like, not like they don't have an affair in the book. In the movie, they do.
I heard, like, I was given like a vague description of the movie, and I don't know if that makes me want to see it like less, or if I just think it is just a bad idea. You know, I heard it's like,
I'm happy
if you want to see, I forget. I know it's Jacob Elordi, but I'm blanking on the
Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Yes, Margot Robbie. I don't know how I blanked on that, but I heard if you want to see like Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi's softcore, just go and watch it and you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
But like, that was it. Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. But I mean, I wasn't bored. I enjoyed watching it. I also think both of those people are very hot, so maybe that's why. But I think if you just separate it from the book, it's fine. Because it sucks a little bit too, because the book like has important messages in it. Like Heathcliff, who's the guy character, he's a person of color in the book, and obviously Jacob Elordi is white, and so all of that, like, you know, because sorry, I'm going on a tangent. No. This doesn't matter. It's annoying.
Jacob Elordi. Why? What? Wasn't that the biggest red flag for book readers? Like, maybe they're not adapting it. They picked a white dude.
Yeah. So like all of that content is just not in the movie, and that was like a huge part of the book.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That it was dumb, but you know, whatever. Okay, that's
adaptations for you. It's how they are.
Yeah.
Zach,
what's up, brother?
What have you been watching?
Not a whole lot, actually, because it's been a pretty busy week for the most part. Me and G started Vigilantes. We're about halfway through that. I'm cooking.
From season 1?
Yeah, like season 1. No, actually, I decided to skip season 1 for G. I didn't think she needed it. We started at season 2.
You watched it?
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you now. I'm messing with you now. Yeah,
you better be.
So I continued going through Tron Evolution. Not all that far, because I actually got stuck at a bit because I don't think it was because it was hard. I think it's just bad game design. However, it still is a perfect video game because it is Tron related. I'm having fun with it still, even with the bits that I think are like pretty stupid, because it's very clearly not I need to be better at this. It's I need to keep banging my head at this brick wall until I accidentally find a crack and slip through, you know. Like that's what the gameplay kind of feels like, which is kind of fair, I guess. I mean, I don't know, for Tron I'll do whatever. Speaking of Tron, my girlfriend got me a Tron water bottle. Where's their Tron?
Whoa.
Tron. So my question whenever I opened this gift was, it's also glow in the dark. I should have said that too. I was like, why the hell did Disney decide to go all out for Tron in making a water bottle and not any of their other brands? Like, I'm buying that, and that's it. They made that for me. That's like, no, there's no other person for them to have put this much effort into it for. So like, I don't know why they decided to waste that branding and go.
The Walla too.
Yeah, it's fancy.
Nice brand.
Because none of the other ones have Jared Leto in their franchise.
Right, I love him. He's great. My holy savior. He made my franchise better. What other stuff did I watch? I don't think I did anything, actually. Actually, no, One Piece. I've been reading a lot of One Piece at work and at home. I'm not caught up yet, but I am at a point where I now have a spoiler I can spoiler, but I'm not going to because of kindness. And me and Skylar already talked about it a bit. And we'll go on a big old rant whenever I'm like actually fully caught up, and he can say whatever he wants without having to worry about spoiling it for me. So just give me another like week or two and I'll be there. Don't worry about it. I'm cooking. Tomorrow's NASCAR, so I don't think I'll have much going on.
I have so many theories that I want to go through, and I've just been holding them. I
guess we could talk about something. I quite like the mural. I think that's like a fun way for Oda to be like, this is how I'm going to do the final battle. But I also like there's some stuff that's more than just the final battle. Like there's like a fucking city. Like there's like a city with people like going underground and then coming up with like a ball of light. Like what is that ball of light? And they're giving it to like some sort of beast to feed into the city. Like what is going on here? I'm very interested to see what is going on with that aspect of the mural. I also thought it was fun that slightly above that you could see a Nell coming down from the moon. And then on the left side, you could see Loki fighting with Luffy and like all the other guys there. And you could see Shirahoshi. I was like, wow, this is great. I like this. This is making me smile. And that Frankie found it because he's not gonna talk about that. He's just gonna look at it, take a picture of it, and then just be silent. And no one else is gonna realize that he is the key to everything. That's just how it's gonna be. I guarantee it. And Skylar's like, I have my mouth shut like a trap because I don't want to spoil shit. All right, that's everything. Everyone ready? Chandler, Cassie.
Yeah.
We're not gonna fuck it up this time.
Surely not.
3, 2, 1.
God.
Sky, what have you been
Been
watching?
watching.
Not bad. Could be worse.
First, I want to say I appreciate it that you guys didn't exactly know what to do whenever I wasn't here for this segment last week.
Yeah.
That made me feel a little important.
we did not know what to do at all. We crumbled.
Yeah, it made me feel important, especially when they're like, "Zach, you're gonna count us down." You're like, "Well, Scott never counts us down." They're like, I remember that bit because I was like, you know what? It is all worth it in the end. They don't know how to ask each other what they've been watching without me guiding it.
An entire segment doesn't work.
Yeah, so I like that. It doesn't work much for any other segment. Zach kicks him off. This one, special to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't have too much here. I'm caught up on Madolo, aside from the one who drops tomorrow for me, Zach.
Oh yeah, I would like to talk about that.
Yeah, I'll read it tomorrow. I don't think I have a lot going on tomorrow, so I should be able to read it like at noon. I have to read the new One Piece that will drop tomorrow for me, but aside from that, I'm caught up. Me and Lily have watched an episode of New Girl. In the meantime, I've been pretty busy this last week, so I haven't been able to do too much. I haven't even really the only Rivals I've played for this entire week is the single game that me and Zach played before recording today with Austin. That was the only time I've been on my PlayStation.
I found my character design if I was a JoJo's character. Like I noticed that my hair kind of like because I have a Sword of Widow's Peak and it like is doing the swoopy. It kind of is going into a heart. So I was like, you could put my hair together and my design would be like I have a heart in my hair in the center of my head, and that's my JoJo character design.
Awesome.
That's weird that you bring up JoJo's today because I was talking about at the shop. I was talking to somebody about JoJo's, and that's weird that you bring it up
The
today.
same
Of all
JoJo?
days.
Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, that's awesome. That makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then I did not watch the recap for JJK, but Caden told me it was solid for a recap, which is fine. Yeah, I've mainly just been like studying and working for the last little bit.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping to play some more games here soon. I want to play Terraria because I want to check out all the new stuff. But
Yeah, speaking of, when we go do that?
I don't like playing video games on I haven't played a video game on PlayStation in forever. I don't want to do it.
Zach,
Just give me
such a stupid excuse.
just say some shit. Just be like, we're playing Terraria now, and then I'll join. Also, I just remembered this one. Okay, you guys get mad at me whenever I play and I don't use this mic because the mic that plugs into my controller echoes, and you guys really don't like that. I remember back whenever I did that and I played on my PlayStation, you guys were like, "Oh, Zach's using a shitty mic; it's echoing." That's a reason.
Annoying.
That's a reason.
definitely.
Just
Like, actually
use the other
hurts.
mic.
I can't. You want me to bring this thing out into the living room?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
You
even
have a
say.
solution to the problem and you're just choosing to ignore it.
You're right. My bad. I'm so sorry. right, Skylar, finish up shit you're watching.
That was pretty much it. Like I've been playing like Dokkan a lot because it's still like the anniversary, but
It's a Booty
like-
Cheeks anniversary.
the content wise, yeah, I think the character's great.
Characters fire. All 4 of them, I think, are really great.
I actually don't like either of the Vegetas. I think they're kind of ass. Ass for anniversary cards.
I don't think. I think there's an argument for the tech one being asked for an anniversary card.
Yeah.
But like, I mainly like him because of what he does for the team. Like he makes everyone so much stronger. It's crazy. Like the
Dude, I don't even know.
the physical SSJ3 Vegeta is like really good now. If you link him up with that and you have another Vegeta on the other rotation, they give him the like 4-10 buffs or whatever, and then he.
But that's after the 4th turn, so like half the time he's dying before that.
No,
so like,
that's for his guard, but like he can do that. He can do his EX super attack that raises defense.
that one.
For 3 turns, and he can do that like 5 times in attack. Like he just like automatically makes his team so good. Like I talked about the Giant Ape team is broken or whatever, but I actually don't think I've ever lost one using the Daima team just because of how like defensively powerful they are. It's insane. And I do use
that Tamagami one.
I've never fought them yet. I haven't done all the events. I've been going through like the redo of the red zones and the redo of the other one.
Okay, you need to stop. You need to get that Tamagami one free to play card and use him.
I have him. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the boss.
No, that free to play unit is gross.
Yeah, he's crazy, dude. I love the Diamond fan. He's actually nasty. I think all of the free to play cards are nasty. Like I think 2 is pretty good too, honestly.
Yeah, but one's like you can put him in slot 1, which is insane.
Yeah, dude, he's cracked. Like I think I know Truth doesn't like he doesn't like the second one or whatever, but I don't remember. I know
probably because he has to be slot 2, so I think it's the tech one. I think the Fizz one's 3.
I like all of them. I think all of them are pretty decent. Like for free to play cards for the anniversary, for them being actually usable. I think they're pretty good. You know, like when have we actually gotten a usable free to play card? Never, barely ever, I should say.
I think no, I'm a little
Joffrey. The STRLR from the worldwide, like he's the best free to play unit. But like other than that, now I'm talking about. The dragon, I can't remember his name. Help. The dragon.
So lost.
The STRLR dragon. We got him in
Nova Shenron?
Yes, Nova. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah. He's the best free to play character, but I think these guys are like a close.
Dude, I don't know. I think I'd take Tamagami 1 over him.
I guess I gotta use Tamagami 1 a little bit more, I think. I don't know.
You can't run Nova in slot 1. You can run Tamagami 1 in slot 1.
That's a good point.
That's like enough for me.
That's fair. Fuck it. Best free to play unit.
Yeah.
I really like the Vegeta though. Like if after turn 1,
I like his leader
untouchable.
a lot.
His leader skill is crazy.
After what turn you think he's untouchable?
Like turn 1, because like if you get his
not mine.
That's fair. I don't know because his whatever
mine
is
killed.
His EX greatly stacks for 4 turns, and then his other supers they just normally stack. Turn 1. I mean,
He's like 44% stack for attack, isn't he?
I don't actually know. I just
I think he is.
Well, yeah, but he stacks defense at a 30%, right? Doesn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, but so like after he attacks like 3 times, going into turn 3 at that point, he has like 1.5 million defense, and then you get 4 orbs, and he's at like 50% damage reduction. The guy's untouchable. He's not the problem on that team. There was like another character that was always getting me fucked, and I can't remember what it was. Like, because I have died with that team a couple times, but it wasn't because of Vegeta.
I think it's just. I think UI Goku is just the best unit in the game, and
I don't know because like maybe is it my luck? Because like I mean I know I got to be more strategic with like switching in the Vegeta and whatever, but like. I don't know. After I switch into Vegeta once, I don't feel a need to switch into him another time because he doesn't have because he only has what?
1 turn.
Yeah, just the 1 turn thing. But Goku, he just doesn't dodge for me. I know he has the ability to be the best unit in the game, but like he just isn't it for me. He's killed me a couple times. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying he's probably luck wise.
I think it is luck wise because he has that
Yeah.
KO mechanic too, so he has to get hit twice.
Yeah, that is true. I did notice that. That is pretty hype. I did like that. Yeah,
Yeah, and he gives dodge support to everybody.
that is wild. Love that. I think I think all the anniversary units are pretty great. Nothing unnecessary.
I mean, they're all definitely in the top 10. They're all definitely like really good units to have,
easily,
and they can definitely easily beat any of the content. But I'm saying for anniversary cards, I
Joffrey.
expect them all to be within the top like 4 or 5. And Diamond Vegeta's almost out of
last
the top
year,
3.
bro. Like last year's, like 3 of them were like top 5, right? Like remember we got 6.
Oh yeah, Blue Vegeta wasn't.
Yeah, and Goku and Frieza and the like. I know everyone in the mom said the physical Gohan was like crazy,
That
but
one
he
had
wasn't.
6.
He was only fine. We got nothing anywhere near to int Goku Frieza. You know, like it could be so much worse.
You are correct. You
Yeah.
are correct with that statement.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll end it here because we're the only two who play this game. So
And
we're
they've been
just keeping
sitting
them
silent for 10 minutes.
longer. Okay.
I was scrolling through
Sorry
Twitter.
for that.
So valid.
Well, if you made it this far, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Next week, we are starting the Star Wars franchise. So let us know your thoughts on How to Train Your Dragon, the live action, or as a series as a whole. Let us know anything you do. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of this year and just see some more success on our socials. So anything you do, like, subscribe, comment, share, even just watch the video all the way through. Anything is greatly appreciated, and we really appreciate it. So Zach, take us out. We'll be Star Wars next week?
Yeah, dude. So from the very beginning of the podcast, like 6 years ago, when me and Jack first started this whole thing off, like one thing I said off this very start was I'm never going to do the Star Wars movies. However, the Avatar franchise was quite successful for us in the podcast, and I really enjoyed doing that. So I think that we want to keep it going with the popular franchises. So we're going into Star Wars. We're doing just the original trilogy. I'm going to do everything in my humanly capabilities to watch the original Star Wars, not A New Hope, Star Wars, like the one that are really originally released in the 70s, not any of the re-releases, because they do change the movie. So I'm going to try to do that, but we'll see how successful that is. It's going to be pretty hard because it's not legally possible to watch the original version of that movie anymore, but we'll see. Yeah, so like Skylar said, thank you guys for sticking all the way to the end. We really appreciate it, and we will see you guys next week with the Disney Star Wars. See you.